season.
Absolutely.
So they have quite a few baseball episodes.
I never even realized that.
Yeah, they keep no matter how far you go in the future, I'm sure people will still be playing baseball or some sort of it.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're not playing here in the House of Zoe.
No.
Hello, and welcome to everybody. I hope everybody is having a beautiful Wednesday. Rita, if you can join us, that's great. If not, we are here for you. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm gonna hold on. Let me get this.
I don't even have my tiara.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get it in early. It's Wednesday. I gotta get it in early.
Okay. All right.
How's it going? Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets, playing first base for the Minnesota Twins, former star of the show, Twin Peaks.
It never gets old. I have no idea. I'm doing great. I am spending my last moments in my mother's house, and I will be on my way home tomorrow. It'll be a 2-day trek. I'm walking all the way back.
It's great to see you, Rita. Great to see you, Katie. Hello.
I know it's hard on a cell phone, girl. It's okay. Whenever it comes back up, just pop in, no matter what time it is.
Andrea, hello. Great to see you, Judy. Welcome, as always. Welcome. Yay. Hello, everybody. It's early. It is early.
How's your day going today?
Muggy. And not the good muggy, the hot muggy.
Really?
Just another, another swampy kind of day. But it's that time of year.
I didn't know it got muggy like that over there. I thought you were supposed to be like more desert.
The weather has changed. Yeah. And even though it was 90 with humidity. Hey, hello. Yay, Brenda, hello from St. Louis.
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
We're Cardinal fans tonight now. Rita, I got peer pressured. I pretty much did. We can talk about it later. No, he didn't peer pressure me. You guys knew I was going to be on for a little bit. Come on now. Come on.
How's it going, Brenda? Hello, Tasha. You say a little bit. You know what? Okay. It's the old cliche where you're like, I'm just going to go out for one drink. 3 o'clock in the morning, you're walking home with road flares and a freaking cone on your head, You
have no idea. Like, how many times you say goodbye to each other? Like, just we're just like, hey, because something else just pops into our brain and we just start talking over again. Yes. It's like, it's twins. It's such a twin brain. Tasha, are you packing? Are you getting ready? Because we're pretty much going to Virginia in 2 different directions. So, yeah.
No, it's weird hearing people talking in my ear now.
Yeah.
That is not a computer voice. I'm still setting up in here.
Yes.
You know, I am how many hats is too many hats?
I cannot, there is no. As long as you don't double, you're fine.
I have so many Dodger hats, it's not even.
But are they doubled?
No, they have different patches, like different World Series, different colors.
Hey, Cynthia.
The twins, you always have to be on together.
Yeah. No, because my grandfather and my dad, hats galore. I promise you, my father has more hats than you do.
Wow.
So there is, he has hats like you have sewing machines.
Good to know. To know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Cynthia. Hello. Sydney, great to see you. Welcome, everybody.
So, Tasha, I'll be there Saturday. I will not be there Friday because I chose to stay an extra few hours in New York. So I'll see you Saturday. We're going to close. Well, I'm going to close that place down.
And we're still on a rain delay in Colorado.
Really? Still?
Now, Now both my husband and mom are panicked, and I am not packed. Everyone needs to relax. I'm not leaving for 8 hours. I've got time to sleep and pack. Absolutely.
When I was coming to New York, William was like, "Are you packed?" He goes, "I know you're, it's like we got off the street. I was like, no, I'm still not packed. I'm still not packed." And we were leaving in like 7 hours. So you're good. You're good. Hi, Candace. How are you? I'm always the last to pack. I'm always like, oh no, I got to get this out of the dryer. Like, I want this. But I can't wait to see you, Tasha. You have no idea. Hugs all around.
I did do something and I completely forgot about it. I cleaned in here.
Yes.
Oopsie. Pile is gone. There's room. Posey is now guarding all of my fabric. You can see his legs.
Oh.
Posey's not gone.
But now I get to pick a machine. I'm so excited.
Now I am in process of building a guardrail around here. There's velvet rope over here anyways.
Well, like I said, I haven't been invited, so I just don't come uninvited. But
you're confirmed. 20 McTwin's a vampire. Confirmed.
So I can just show up? Is this what you're saying?
No, vampires have to be invited in. You can't just, oops, I forgot to close my drawer. Oops, I actually did clean in here.
No, yeah, you're right. I just don't show up anywhere unannounced. Like, I like the people to know that I'm coming.
You're always invited to come over, but you're a vampire, confirmed.
Okay, good. So I'm
gonna stand at the door, and you're just gonna float there. Like, you gonna let me in?
Yeah,
you're gonna let me in. Confirmed.
All right. No, you'll have to pick me up from the airport. I'll let you know when I fly in. Thanks.
Hey, Katie. Hello. Great to see you. Great to see you.
45%, 107. Oh, it's not as hot as it was. It is not as hot as it usually is, Rita. I'm disappointed in that.
Gilroy, I knew this would bring you out. I knew that this would bring you out.
Hi, Ollie. How are you?
Baba, great to see you. Great to see you.
Will Ollie, be hear the roar of my engine tomorrow as I leave.
Will anyone be at the quilt show tomorrow? Which quilt show are we talking about?
Road to Virginia.
Yay! I don't believe
California is not ready yet. It's ready in my book. It's just not anywhere else. I don't believe in popping.
Yeah. Outcast wrote a song about that. Call before you come.
Mm-hmm. So I just have to call you saying I'm at the airport. I'll be there in 8 hours.
I'm gonna show up with rollers and my imaginary hair.
Okay. I want a sign and everything. Going 20 McTwin.
I told you. I'm gonna hold a sign that says I'm pregnant. Just to confuse everybody. And I know her. With a big picture of you with arrows.
Oh, that'd be Kilroy, you can totally tell that it's got like all the oopsies are gone.
Oh, they're gone.
They're gone.
Oh, they're gone.
I'm not gonna tell you where they are. They're in an undisclosed location. They're still in the building.
I had to reverse the stream. I heard she gets to pick a machine. Ollie is like, what? I wish I was doing better to see you. Oh, Ollie.
Ollie, next year. I need you. Yes, I need you next year, Ollie. This time next year.
But there's actually room in here.
No, I said that I get to pick a machine, Ollie. I know you can like have a dance party in there. Like remove your chair, your microphone out of the way. And you can just go have your little, little thing.
No, I'm cleaning because I got to get the perfect picture of 4 dogs playing poker.
Oh.
People do not remember, but people used to always have those pictures everywhere in their house.
Yeah.
Who needs to pay for a sauna? Just go outside. That's because you live in one of the hottest places on planet Earth.
Oh no, I'm gonna have a sauna in my house. He threw them in the fire. I don't think he would ever do that.
I put everything next to my massage chair. Everything's in the corner now. All of my fabric.
Mhm.
Really, the goal is to get back behind there, but I'm pacing myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rearrange this room.
Oh, like rearrange?
Well, I miss having my table in here, but now that table is where my money tree lives, and it's literally in front of a window.
Okay.
So that sewing table has a job, and you know, who am I?
Is there another sewing table that you can put in there in its place?
Yes and no. A while ago, I saw free sewing table on the street. It's actually in my community page. It's that one table that's on my community page. I took it home, and the previous owner, she cut a new top. It's not even, and she tried to make it all Art Deco, artsy fartsy. Then she
Yeah.
didn't like it, so she painted the whole thing white.
Mm.
So it's covered. It is covered in paint. I miss those paintings. I grew up in like, I don't know. I miss like the Southwestern Art Deco. I miss all of that. I remember those paintings and the Velvet Elvis. Who
Mm.
had door beads?
No, not door beads.
I knew people that had door beads, that had those beads that ran from the door. Still
They still have them?
in the night. Well, not now, but they had
Oh,
them.
they had them back in the day.
I actually have some right now in storage. Right now.
I know about the Velvet Elvis. My grandmother had one.
I seen that Williams sanded down. The problem is size too. Like this table is a perfect example. You can't see it, but this table goes all the way until over here.
Yeah.
Because it's a 7-foot table. But I've just cut it down to a 5-foot table, basically. I spent the day with a friend while she had an infusion. The room was so cold, my toes were frozen.
I bet it was.
I hang out at the hospital a lot with my mom. They keep anywhere where it's cold, we call it hospital temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Hippie beads, my handmade door beads. I knew a lot of people that still had them all the way into the 80s, the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
The bead curtains in doorways, yes. Yeah. When did the door beads go out of style?
Oh my.
I reserve no car. See, Rita has them in her house right now. Confirmed.
The cats love them. Yes. Yes. I can see that, Rita. I use lasers for my cats and you use door beads. That's good.
You know what? I stopped saying far out just because I didn't want people to make fun of me. But I still say far out. I used to say tubular too.
Oh, yes. I remember guys saying tubular all the time. Yeah.
Well, I think I've got everything packed except for this stuff in the drawer.
Yes.
You know what I do? I pack everything, and then I pack all the stuff I should have in a backpack. And I always put that behind me. And there's someone who traveled with me that can confirm that. My backpack is all the stuff that I should have packed but forgot. No, but I used to. Can't you just hear this? Absolutely. There are certain things that when you say it, like seriously, Katie, I can hear the. We had door beads for sure. I left them in my closet. Oh, totally tubular, man. Oh,
yes.
Cynthia, it's the heat. It's the heat. I have finally cracked. It is the heat.
No, this is him.
I've always had a second bag too for the last minute stuff I forgot. I'm
Oh,
not kidding
same.
you. Well, also because I carry a lot of medical stuff, and so all my medical stuff goes in that bag, and anything else that I forget, which is usually everything. It'll
I
be
always have a bag. So when I'm going through the hotel or wherever we're staying, I put everything in it on my way out. So because I'm always, I'm always
That's
going
fine.
behind like 3 people. So
That's
somebody leaves
fine.
something at all times.
So did you make the U.S. Marshal's jacket yet, Will? No, but that jacket is legendary, and that person deserves to go under the jail for it. But it's legendary. What are door beads? Door beads were they 1960s or 70s?
They're 70s.
They were literally a string of beads that you would mount above your door, and that was your door.
Yeah. They could be plastic or wooden, and they just covered your door, and then you just go in and out.
Wow, that's a good idea. I do have spools on a rope hung on a doorway. Cats and dogs love playing with them. Oh, wow, I didn't think about that. I'll be fine for 5 days, so I'll pack 10 shirts and still wish I'd packed something else. See,
Yeah.
Katie, this is why you should do what I do. Pack 30 shirts. That way you can sit there and I don't play. I have wardrobe changes like I'm going on stage.
And they're all black t-shirts. They're like not even any different. I guess it's just a saying on the shirt that needs to go, but it's there. It's there.
I'm consistent. Gone for 5 days. I'm consistent.
And jeans.
You cracked in about the year 2. That's true. Get some felt, some hot glue. I have my second bag ready for the things I forgot.
Yes.
That's how I live.
And you're driving, right? I'm assuming, Tasha.
Hey, hello, great to see you.
Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Welcome in.
Hello, everyone. Just here for a minute. Great to see you.
Yes.
Woodstock time.
Oh, good.
So, okay, and this is how I'm gonna justify this, because I looked up the other day, and I'm not even saying this as like a flex or anything, but I was like, how come I have all this money in my pocket? What have I not been doing lately?
You haven't been going to the thrift stores.
Buying fabric also.
Buying fabric.
I'm rich. No, I looked down, I was like, what's all this? Is this what happens when you don't buy tweed? You actually accumulate money.
Because you're just going to the bank and just getting your normal every week, right? And then you just don't spend it.
I set myself to a certain amount, and I go to the bank, I pull it out, and then I don't use my card or anything. I only spend cash.
Yeah.
And it dawned on me that I need to scale that down, because it's weird not buying fabric.
Mm-hmm.
All of my fabric vendors are gone. They're gone. And that reminds me. I'm really bad at buying fabric online. I need to go to Fabric Online 101. But a long time since I've made a long drive. You got this. As someone who's a long driver, you got this, Tasha.
Girl, you got this.
As I'm a distance driver. Would love to stay longer, but I have to get up at 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So does 20 McTwin. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not getting up at 4:30. Oh my word. Tasha, so no kids, right? You'll be fine, because you won't have to worry about them. You're just going to worry about your own bladder situation, because you're not used to doing this. But
that is true.
You'll be fine.
There are certain stops that I stop at every time, because I know exactly how long I've got.
Yeah, I have certain stops that I know, but now I'm going a new way home. This is going to be interesting. So
I am. You know what, Ollie? I should save for an industrial. I should get a jar and put industrial serger on it and put it on the fridge.
No, put it in your sewing room so we can see it. Oh.
Ew, I refuse to buy fabric online. Okay, so I'm 0 for 2?
Well, are we counting the blue? Or are we counting what's come
I
to
didn't purchase the blue.
Okay. So it
No,
was the
just
first.
me.
Oh, the thin. Oh, the thin denim.
No, the floppy denim, I considered it a failure, but we're gonna flop that around in a minute. We're gonna go from one failure to another.
Did you fix the coat?
No, it's literally flopping in my fans right
Oh,
behind me, literally up here. Literally.
So you took a picture
Just
and
take
showed
your
me,
time and get.
by the way.
I'm like that, Rita. Every time I've ever gone to Vegas, there's certain place I stop every time. Every time. Don't tell her I said that. You know what? I talk about my mom, and there's certain things I don't say because I know she watches my stream. You're not gonna stop in Virginia for Road to Virginia.
No, I'm going home and then dropping off my kids and going back. It's only 3 hours away from me. So, no. I don't
Okay.
not bringing my children to Road to Virginia. That would be painful. Painful.
My kid's gun ho. That's one thing I like. My kid, like, he likes exploring. He likes traveling. He doesn't like the loss of like his constant internet connection or his but he's okay.
When we lose internet connection, my kids are like, "Are we in the boonies?" That's what I always tell them. I'm like, we're kind of country people. We're in the boonies.
My kid knows not to say that to me because I'll give him the same answer. I said, I'm pre-internet. Let's talk. So what's going on? Okay. I am over 2. The floppy denim isn't a failure, but I'm just gonna say it's a failure.
I'm not going to get into that.
Why would it be painful? Good night, my hobby home. Absolutely, you're always welcome here. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, okay, first of all, on Amazon, it said this is cotton. This is polyester. First of all, it said it was cotton, but I should have known for the price. For the price, I should have known because if it's cheap, guess what it's going to be? What did the baby chicken say? Cheap.
Cheap. Oh.
All I wanted was to dress like a flag. Like a NASCAR flag. I wanted to be like the end of the race. They're just pick me up and wave me around like this.
Could you see that?
This is so thin. I can see you through 2 layers. That's 2 layers and I can see myself. Oh, this is so thin.
So yesterday. Oh, go ahead.
No, but look, you can see through that. I'm crying.
Yesterday, I didn't know how. Yes, I saw. You could see it right there when you did that. Yesterday, I didn't know how thin it really was. So I was like, oh man, that'd be the coolest tracksuit ever.
If someone even thought about smoking near me, this whole thing would go foof and just disappear. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
kidding William in his boxes?
Thank you so much, Judy. Thank you so much.
Outfit.
I am terrible at buying this is not going to be easy. My people are gone. They're gone. They're never coming back. They're never coming back. So the tweet era is over. And I have to accept that. I have to be a man, and I have to accept that they're never coming back. I'm thinking,
any of the stores that Sheila and I sent you?
Yeah, but I'm tactile. I like perusing.
Well, you looking at stuff. You can look.
Sniffy.
Physical store.
That's a sign there's time to finish buying stuff and start using what you have. Agree. I agree. Wrong tracksuit. If there was even a thought of a spark near that stuff, and they sold it as a tablecloth.
Yeah.
Let me find you what I did with the last tablecloth, which I purchased from the San Fernando Valley swap meet that doesn't exist anymore. I just wanted some roasted peanuts and some fabric, man.
Yeah. Mm.
So that was a failure. I don't know what to do with that stuff.
I'm stumped.
Okay, so I can make clothes out of it, but it is so thin. In a minute, I will show you. When I took the tape off, it tore the fabric.
It's gonna run.
So when I serge or sew it, right?
Yeah, you have to surgery it, but it's not.
I don't think I could.
It's bunchy. It's not even gonna. No, it's not gonna lay right either.
I don't think I can. I don't think I could serge that.
I don't think so either.
Let me see if I can. Oh, there it is. Make a checkered flag and give it to Posey. Agreed. I think that's what's coming soon to a life near you. I want to meet my new friends in person. If I have the chance, then we can be real friends, not fake friends anymore. Absolutely, Cynthia. Yeah. Absolutely.
Are you going to be there Saturday, Cynthia?
That's like when Twinnie McTwin met me. She saw that I wasn't lying about my height.
Yeah. Now we take on the world.
You have to back it and line it. I see the problem is it's that stuff is, and it's not like costume satin, or what's that stuff called? Is it called costume satin? I can't remember what it's called. It's thin. I'm still on a low buy plan. I could sew for years using my stash. Excuse me. Cynthia says, no, I can't come on Saturday. That's another reason why I cleared everything out, because I have a ton of fabric in here. A ton of fabric.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. So I was feeling down and out, and I had all this cash on me because I'm not buying tweed anymore. My forklift is so lonely. I'd pull up to the swap meet with my forklift and like, oh, here's the crazy guy.
But you have all of the scraps too.
I don't think that is costume satin. Kind of no good. If you see me, come say hi. I'm socially awkward but friendly. Oh, Tasha, if you ever meet me, I do backflips. They announce that people come with horns. Now announcing. His Highness, former conqueror of intergalactic tweed. Patrick Applique would be fine. Just put backing on it like hell. You have a forklift. I actually do at my job. That'd look real crazy if I pulled it up to the swap meet. They'd let me in though because they think I have business there. They would let me right in. I'm wondering if the vendors moved to another swap meet.
Yeah, maybe something.
Put missing posters up. Missing tweed.
Oh.
Oh.
Kilroy, you cannot be socially awkward. Stop.
That's why I flew out for this weekend. You're going to have a great time, Cynthia. Yeah. You're going to have a great time. Well, might be too high energy for us.
You're so normal. Stop.
What would I look for? Do you have a booth? I'm gonna get a booth next year. I'm gonna get a booth, and it's just gonna say Williams booth. I'm gonna hand out water. I'm gonna like give out Doritos and orange slices. Like, here, you're doing great. Don't spend too much money.
Then I'm gonna go to his house and I'm gonna grab all of the clothes in the second bedroom and then just put them in the booth and go. Oh, and we can QR code like tag the
You say that, you see, okay, that is the same mountain of you thinking you're gonna walk out of here with like 50 jackets. Same mountain. Because
I'm not gonna walk out with 50 jackets. I have one jacket in my brain. One jacket. So
what I'm saying is I'm down. We could sell all those coats, but we're gonna spend a while. Hey, Rita. Yay.
Yeah.
That was bad. Oh my gosh.
No, I want to put they can't take your jacket, but there's a QR code so they can watch your video of you making the jacket.
Actually, I want to put an air tag in it and just see where it goes, like what they used to do with Where's Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
Like with the money. How's it going, Rita? How's your day going?
Other than no internet? No. I don't see how anybody does that on a phone. Because I can't see it. So I have to rely on the computer reading it to me. And I'm dying laughing. That can't be what they're saying. There's no way. Because it says some things like are curse words and it'll say it and I'm like, there's no way that's a sit on there. And I'm like,
your microphone's cutting in and out.
You're scratchy.
Hold on.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the internet if it wasn't for internet issues. Okay. So now that I'm not buying fabric, you think I'm playing. It's kind of like when I quit smoking cigarettes and 3 months later I was like, I'm rich. We're going on vacation, because I didn't realize how much money I had saved not buying cartons,
Yeah.
Is it scratchy now?
You're back. You sound good.
Better. Yes. Yeah.
Internet. It's like, oh my God.
Yes.
So because I obsessively have been watching baseball lately, I'm back into my hat kick. And today, I don't know why. Oh, I gotta mute myself. I almost bought an Angels hat, but they had all the hokey ones. So I purchased a Toronto Blue Jays hat.
I know.
So when you see me, you expect me to be wearing my cowboy hat. This will be me hiding. I'll either be wearing my West Sacramento A's hat or this.
At the quilt shows?
Just in general, because we're gonna play Where in the World is William Sewing.
Oh no, you're gonna wear a cowboy hat with me. You're welcome.
Oh geez, you were all in buying cartoons. You never left the you know what started this? It was the plague. And I started watching like old games, and the Toronto Blue Jays. I've told the story 100 million times. I literally made a patch. Where is my patch?
Yes.
Where is my compass?
Oh, so much. Hi, Sheila. How are you doing? Welcome in.
One day I will get over the 1993 World Series.
Oh.
But it is not today.
Not today. That is okay. Is that vest almost done? Are you still working on it?
Oh, wow.
Don't shame me. I'm still working. No, I should finish it right now because it goes with my hat.
I didn't mean.
I didn't know there was a gold show while I was there. Well, I'm here. I'm excited. It excites me that I have days to explore my first one. Absolutely, Cynthia. I love gold shows.
So, Cynthia, my face looks like you're going to have to come see me because I don't know what your face looks like. Okay? Right.
Hey, Sheila. Hello.
Hey, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila, insert Reddit name here.
Hmm.
Would man of many hats be my Reddit name? Crazy hats.
Yeah. No, not crazy hats. Because they're all baseball hats. Like, you know.
I have a bunch of King's hats, but my son took all of them.
Yeah.
All of my King's hats my son took.
Mm-hmm.
Because his color scheme is black and white as well. I'm giving myself a curfew tonight. Somebody else tried that in this chat that I will not mention. Somebody else tried
Trying to
that.
be good. Then
What
Yeah.
happened to your curfew, Jess? What happened?
I don't know. Ask William.
Somebody's staying a little bit later tomorrow.
Yeah.
So fun fact, I've never been on Reddit. My son is. I've never been on Reddit. I didn't even know what it looked like until I started going through my son's phone. Tell you the honest truth, I didn't even know what it looked like. All right, I'm gonna get some sleep. Drive safe. Absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by, Tasha.
Tasha, I'll let you know when I'm on the road tomorrow. Since we now have like phone numbers, we can like exchange conversations. So yeah.
She's out there, Tasha.
Good.
I don't agree. I don't know what yours looks like either. Reddit name Floppy Denim. Floppy Denim, absolutely.
Floppy McFlopperson.
Oh, we're gonna deal with that in a second. This stuff's a mess.
Yeah.
The floppy denim is. See, this is why I miss my street vendors because they had stiff material. You can take that any way you want to, but when I would sew the thing, no matter what I would sew, it would stay. So if I was to sew a giant lapel, it was up there forever.
So why did you turn it into a jacket instead of just making a shirt?
You're off your computer, I think.
Yeah, your volume's off now.
You know that guy that everybody knows where he doesn't know anything that's real, but he knows a lot of rumors? That's Reddit.
Aw.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm really, I started on Facebook like many people. Then I went to Instagram, Twitter, and then one day while painting my grandmother's house, I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube account for no reason.
And here you are.
Jess, are you gonna make it to the show on Friday?
No, I won't be there until Saturday. I'll be there right when it opens on Saturday.
Denim McTweed.
Actually, I don't know because I'll be streaming the night before. Maybe not. No, maybe I can cancel that one.
I hear the secrets that you keep.
When I'm lying and when I'm lying.
You okay, Rita?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You just sound soft. That's all. I can still hear you though. Never was on Facebook or Instagram. I do put my body armor on, and get on Twitter though. Oof.
That's weird. I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't have a Reddit account because I can't decide on a name.
Oh, Sheila.
I can sit here and hold it.
I know it sounds crazy. Try plugging it, taking it out, and plugging it back in.
I did that already.
Oh, you're louder right now.
Yeah, you sound better.
Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to. It's I don't know. It's a funny mic. I unplugged and then plugged it back in. Don't take me that long.
So on my next vacation, I'm gonna go full incognito. Do you know when I do not wear a cowboy hat, people don't recognize me? And because of my skating skills, people think I'm Canadian anyways. Because I can do this.
Yeah.
on ice. I actually learned that move that I do on rollerblades. I learned that on ice.
I can't ice skate. I can roller skate,
You know,
but I cannot ice skate.
really, yeah, I'm right there with you. I think I'm just more afraid on ice. Like I'm afraid I'm going to hurt myself.
No, I did something stupid. I roller skated and rollerbladed on ice. That was cool. But the second I put those skates on, a fear comes to my brain because those skates are sharp. They're my fear comes if I fall down. What if I cut my arm off?
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact. My daughter was ice skating with her friend.
Mhm.
My daughter landed on my friend's ice skates, slashed her back.
Yep.
It was just she had so many stitches.
Yep.
But she didn't bleed. I was like I thought it was that. I thought that was the weirdest thing ever.
Thank you for the final destination moment.
Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, that's a quarter of it. I got two sides put together.
Amazing. I was wondering if you were just going to leave it like that, just that one block, but I was just like, no, this is Rita. California king size beds.
There's two of them on
Yeah.
there. And I'm like, it's going to pull my wall down.
It looks amazing. I really enjoyed watching your video.
And I'm making a second one. The second one is this color.
Hold on, let me make you big.
Whoops.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's this color here. This is the second one. We're doing another one. This color. And the other half will be pink. It'll be just identical to this one. And where the yellow is will be pink. And then where the other one is this striped stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's got to be different. You got to remember that. It's got to be different.
I say that to myself every day when I'm sitting in here trying to figure out what I'm going to make.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia, I don't remember that. That was I'm sorry.
Well, that doesn't sound like fun fact.
No.
Laugh out loud, falling on ice.
No, I tried it and I fell. And no, it's like, but yet I can roller skate and rollerblade on ice, which is not easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
But those roller skates, no.
Wow. I'm one of those people. It's one of like the 5 skills I have. Absolutely, your hurricane quilt is amazing. Tammy introduced us and told me where I could find you on YouTube. Then you had to go. Awesome.
Yeah, I was probably like in another space when I said I had to go, so I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Hurricane quilt? No, it's not a hurricane quilt, as far as I know.
Well, I guess it's the symbol. And but it's like I could see how people would think that, but it was the pinwheels and the
it's just
the log cabin.
And then it's hard to see what it really looks like on there with that yellow. It's like I'm gonna switch it to the pink and see if it shows. It looks like a spinning pinwheel. Is what it looks like.
You know, you said pink and it triggered something.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of kind of.
Where is the line? And I know this is straight out of left field. What is appropriate and inappropriate to wear around children as grown adults?
Anything that's see-through.
Okay.
And not have stuff on under them, or I don't think it's appropriate for a male or female to wear something that barely covers certain body parts. I don't think that's appropriate.
Thank you, Rita. That was where I was going.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's appropriate to wear a brassiere and some female wearing a thong underwear around a child. That's wrong.
It doesn't even matter how old the child is, if they're, but 2 years old to 15 years old, because to 18 they're still children to me.
Correct.
But
it's a respect, and it needs to be what they choose to do when they're go away. That's their issue. But no, no.
I had to put my hat and glasses on for this one. You know, I used to be cool. I used to be cooling out, be cool. But as an adult, I no longer know where that line is drawn
Oh.
because there's a particular individual that I won't call out that comes to the MMA practice, and she barely has any clothes on. And that was yesterday. I was like, okay, maybe it's a fluke. She showed up today, and
Again?
she was wearing less today than when she wore yesterday. And we're in a room. Okay, the first class is like 5 to 13-year-olds, and then the class my son is in, he's in the teenage class. But with the teenage class, there's also adults there as well.
Okay. Did she go up to certain adults and start talking to them?
Hey Denise, hello, great to see you. I walked up and she was half dressed.
Mm.
If you have to ask a question, you shouldn't be around children. Hello.
Yeah.
What is
That's
it?
disappointing. That's
What is
disappointing.
it with these dresses that don't even cover their butt? And that's part of the problem. Look, I'm not a prude. I thought I wasn't. I'm not a prude. I have a saying. It's called Lyle. Live your life. I don't judge people. When I walk around, I'm not judging people. I'm looking at their clothes to see what style they're wearing. But I'm not like, I don't care what size you are, what size you're not, who you think you are, who you're not. I don't care. But I have certain etiquette when it comes to being around a bunch of teenagers.
That's just not appropriate.
Yeah, there's just some clothes. If you want to wear them, but just not. There's a time and a place for it.
Correct. And it's not what they have no respect
Not
for.
at MMA, not grocery shopping, not
Yeah.
walking through a mall.
They just don't have no respect for themselves. That's what it
Yeah.
amounts to.
And it's just.
I mean, you're getting attention, but you're getting the wrong attention. You're getting the like, "Hey, I'm easy to sleep with" attention.
And the MMA.
That's not the impression I would get. And
No, I get that impression. I was just like, I'm easy. I'm easy.
Like,
Oh.
no, it's like, what? Are you too poor to afford clothing? Well, I'm sorry. Go find a thrift store, but go find something to cover
She's
up.
easy.
You're no, disgusting.
And I'm trying. You know what? I'm telling you, I don't. It's not. I don't even care. I'm just saying this because I'm on YouTube. But like, excuse me. But like, you know, I'll tell you, a lot of my vests I don't wear around the MMA kids because they're filthy.
Right.
They say things that make me laugh, but I'm in my 40s, you know.
There's just a time and a place for certain things, and it's like, I don't know. To me, the child of that parent would be embarrassed.
This person definitely goes to pineapple parties, Sheila.
Well,
Confirmed.
Kenya, I could never imagine my parent or somebody that I was, supposed to be. I would be extremely embarrassed.
I think
I know that person.
You know what? That's a very good point, Rita. I think it's because I was raised by prudes. Like, my grandma would wear dresses full sleeves with pockets down to her ankle.
I mean, I'm not shy ever, but I am extremely modest. I'm not wearing something that no. Mm-mm.
Let's be real. The kids already see more extreme stuff every day off the internet and before the internet.
They do, but it doesn't mean you have to contribute to it.
Hey, Mona.
Hey, Mona.
It was just yesterday. Yesterday was just like whatever. But today I was like, oh, this is a habit. The pineapple party's a swinger party, Denise.
I don't know. I'd have had to say something. I would have.
Hey, Untrackable, how's it going?
Much love to you, Untrackable. How are you? Yes. What are you doing this summer, Untrackable? You staying in North Carolina doing your thing?
Oh, every time you say that, I hear North Carolina.
Put your hands up. Yes.
I'm gonna pin this and see what happens.
So what have you done while you've been in New York besides sitting in a chair?
Yay!
A lot of things. I've gone to the chasm. Went for lots of walks. Climbed a mountain one day, or a hill, really. It was rattlesnake, but it all works. Visited my daddy a couple times because I love my daddy. Yeah, that's really about it. Hung out with the cousins, had like a dance party. Was the favorite Aunt Jessie for a little while. I always bring the party. Like none of their parents have energy. Like I don't get it. Like let's just do it. So I'm different when I'm around my nieces and nephews. I like to have fun. But yeah, that's really about it. It went by way too fast. I'm usually here a lot longer, but I'm cutting it short. So
I just pray the ladies' rooms in those short dresses is really appropriate name for them. Don't need to bend over.
You.
Oh, crazy. But you know, and I'm not a prude. It's just I act accordingly.
Hi, Ron. How are you?
Hey, Ron, how's it going? Being hot on top of hot and love it. It's that time of year. That time of year.
Back to it. My hair will be up constantly from here on out, probably.
There's a sweeter club in Oklahoma called Candy Lickers. It burned down wonderful.
No.
I need that. I need to get a t-shirt press. I have to make a Candy Lickers Oklahoma t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh. And then again, I'll draw the wrong attention because I love sending the wrong signal. It's a bad habit of mine. Great to see you, Ron. When I worked at I can't even say it because I don't want to dox the people because I love the people. I worked at a record company in Arizona, and there was a swingers club next door because it was just huge properties and stuff. You have to get weird zoning for stuff like that. And so we were out in an industrial area, but like, I'll never forget when they used to always tell me, they're like, because way in the back, you'd see people just kind of standing there smoking a cigarette, looking over the fence. And one day I asked the dumbest question ever. What are they doing over there? And then I looked. They had a resort back there. They had a pool. They had grass. All good times. I believe in modesty. You know what's really funny? Like I don't even know what I believe in anymore. I'm just not showing it off. You gotta earn it. It sounds like she's giving you something to look forward to, William. Take your mind off the sweaty body odors. It smells like a 3-day-old sock in a Ziploc bag in there.
It smells bad.
He's like, I show up just at the right time.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I'm trying. How's it going, Stool? How's it going? Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the king of Englandia.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, hold on. Welcome.
Oh, Your Highness.
Bodies and well, we all have them bodies coming, all shapes and sizes and colors. I believe you should just wear whatever you want and wear. That's how I see. That's the thing. It had nothing to do about her body or anything. It's just that, she was 2 days in a row. She came half dressed around a bunch of 13, 14, and 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds.
Inappropriate behavior.
I walked up, and they're looking at me to see if I'm going to do this, because she was sitting right in front of the door, and from the angle, it looked like she wasn't wearing clothes.
Oh. I don't know. I would have said something and said, "Do you need me to go get you a coat so you can put it on?"
But I'm a grown man. I struggle between being unbelievably cool and being a parent. Oh, what's going on TV tonight? Exercise championship, or is that American Gladiators? No, some people skating. What is going on? Oh! Let me get my remote.
Mm-hmm.
Do people on Google? Oh, do people search on Google for candy? For Candy Liquors Candy Company, and it has Lips logo like Rocky Horror Lips.
Oh.
I will definitely look that up. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Can you imagine that lady going to like a funeral dressed like that?
I can actually. I've been quite. Actually, I can.
Think about it. It's like no, or someone's wedding.
Well,
Ew.
there's weird rules. You're not supposed to outdress the bride. There's that weird unspoken rule. Even I know that, and that's because I've been to a. Hey, to all my friends, stop getting married. I've been to 1 million weddings. I've been to 1 million weddings.
Very untractable.
Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. Well, I'll take back what I said. There's some situations where you need to wear appropriate clothes. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I love half-dressed people. When Twitty McTwitty and I were in Vegas, there was a young lady who only had pasties on. We walked past her, and she looked at me. She's like, "I know you're looking." And I said, "I wasn't looking." She's like, "I know you're looking." And I said, "Yes, I was looking."
Yeah.
I have eyes. I have eyes, but we were in Vegas.
Yes. Do your thing. And it was an appropriate time of the evening, too. It wasn't out in the middle of daylight. It was all adults around there.
Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Oh, what is an outfit? Why is it okay? Why is an outfit okay on the beach, but not in a public street? Why did the pink fabric have to? What did the pink fabric have to do with your question? No. This particular person just wasn't. Oh! Yesterday they were wearing all pink, and well, they were wearing all pink, and that's what triggered this entire conversation. I'm totally googling it right now. It's candy with a K. Do you know anytime anyone's ever said that to me, that it ends terribly? I'm candy with a K.
It's either that or the person's wanting to see if anybody will say anything. Think about it.
I saw a personalized tag I need to get. It's so biz. I made what I call a shawl, and it says the hardest working man in showbiz.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie is in here, Mona. Someone has to do it. Absolutely. Oh, I had a coworker that dressed like that. When she sat down, you could see what color underwear she wore that day. Okay, I don't even like it if there's a pebble in my shoe. I have to take my whole boot off, my whole sock. I have to start over. I couldn't imagine wearing anything. I'm a man, though, and I refuse to suffer for fashion. I've said this 1 million times. I don't know why women suffer for fashion. Because only women are looking. You could show up in a burlap sack and your man would be like, "You are beautiful." Oh, and that's why she just wore pasties. So people would look. Vegas is crazy. Big difference walking around Vegas wearing pasties versus school.
Right.
You don't want to. It's cool in Vegas, not at the potluck. How much did she? We'll never know. We will never know. Candy with the K written. I actually know someone's Candy with a K. She probably has an ankle bracelet on right now. I'm beautiful and dapper. Yes, you are. You are, Stool. You absolutely. Oh, man. Do you know what's gonna happen when I go on my travels? Much like so anytime I wear anything that says Tennessee, everyone walks up to me. What you know about Tennessee? What part of Tennessee are you from? I guarantee you, I'm gonna make 1,000,000 Canadian friends when I wear this hat.
Mm.
I bought a car that had Maine plates on it. Every single person who was from Maine, I'll never forget. I was in Santa Monica. This woman pulled up next to me. She's like, "You don't look like you're from Maine." we became friends. We became friends. But people spotted me in that car a mile away. The Candy Liquors place was on Main Street in my town. Main Street was forward to it. Oh. That's the kind, like, you know what? In my town, there's a dive bar, and if people see your car in the parking lot, you will get judged and talked about. Like, hey, so and so, they must be doing bad in life. I saw their car at the dive bar, especially at my age, because it was cool when you were 21. But oof, that was a couple 21s ago.
Funny.
I'm in a midlife hat crisis. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. I'm in a midlife hat crisis right now. I'm becoming a prude. I'm talking about some lady who's half dressed. But honestly, as a parent, if you're not concerned, there's something wrong with you. I'm just saying.
I don't
That's
think
my doom. The more you know, shooting star.
I'm agreeing.
I'm just saying. I don't wear my patches around when I know a bunch of kids are going to be around. I have shirts. I literally have a section of my closet that's probably illegal in certain states. You know, I just don't wear it around kids. There's certain shirts that I won't even let my son wear. You know.
I don't know. I guess society's changing. I don't know.
I'm a live and let live person, and technically, where I live, both men and women can go to a restaurant with their shirts off. It is legal where I live.
Yeah.
They're not going to let you in. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's a discretion to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's a Northern California law, but it affects the entire state. So technically, where I live, you can go into any restaurant with your shirt off, male or female.
Okay.
I've never, ever seen anyone ever challenge that law, but it's legal.
But yet, a female that wants to feed her child in public, that's considered a no-no.
Not here.
No, but what I'm saying, people will say something about it, but if someone comes in with no clothes or very little, they don't say nothing to them. Does that make sense?
I fed my kids in public. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple people that would say things, and I was just like, okay, my kid's hungry. I need to feed him.
Someone actually said something to you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Somebody sitting next to you has nothing on but covering barely. Oh, that person's fine.
It's so weird on the West Coast. We're almost British to the point where we really wouldn't say anything. We're almost like British people. We wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yep, Cynthia, I'm not. I won't
It
change.
isn't like
I am who I am.
you and I are getting left behind.
No.
With
No.
little resistance to some changes, whatever we like it or not. But I feel like that, though. I feel like
I'll get left behind. I am not changing that.
I'm not anywhere where junk is sitting on the table. But like I said, Mona, it's legal, but no one. I've never seen it. I've never seen this. And I remember when they passed the law, because everyone looked around like, looks like we all got to go to the gym, because none of us. You don't want to see me sitting. That'd just be sad.
Well,
Me sitting there with my shirt off. That'd just be sad. What kind of crazy town allows ladies to wear their shirts? Can I come please live there? It's the entire state of California. No shirts, no shoes, no service signs everywhere in Oklahoma.
Same in North Carolina.
We have the because of our law, our signs say we have the right to refuse service to anyone.
For any reason whatsoever, that must be included.
You know what's funny? Today I went to the Greasy Spoon and I looked up, and I never noticed they have a sign right next to the cash register. I'd never seen it before.
Yeah, every business I've ever owned, we have the right to refuse service to anyone for any reason whatsoever.
Skimpy clothes don't bother me. I used to wear mini skirts and halter tops until I got fat. See, this is my thing. I don't police what people wear. It was just weird that lady was parading around kids. I live in a land of beautiful parks. We have parks that go for miles. It's beautiful. The grass, I like going to the park. I mean, you can go around the park all day long, meet all kinds of what you're looking for. It's because you aren't in the Midwest where lots of people are super Christian and anything boob is horrific. Even if it's just feeding your child, that's so weird to me. No one would say anything. In California, where no one would say a word to you. Even if they had a problem with it, no one would say a word to you. They shouldn't say are exposed too much on social media. I don't think your patches, words, phrase. I was surprised because I have a lot of patches that have Roman numerals. I was surprised how many of the younger generation know how to read Roman numerals. Oh. That did impress me.
They don't?
No. And we don't teach it in math anymore. It's out.
Kidding?
Nope.
It's way out. For years, for over 20-something years, it's been out.
Rita, we barely teach time. We barely reteach kids how to teach time. Their Roman numerals are gone.
I want to say nobody's going to take a sec to look at my old lady boobs, but men are going to be men. As a man, you'd be surprised. Men are looking.
I know.
I began taking my son to public restrooms to feed him. After a few times, I decided that was stupid. I didn't go to the rest to eat. My son shouldn't have to either. Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. It was called Rule 34. I forgot about that.
There's for everything. Yes.
Yeah.
There is.
Rule 34 is real. No matter what, there's somebody out there that wants you, or there's something on the internet about it. People, I did not use a cover in public because, modesty.
Cover the baby's head.
I did use a cover. Boobs were invented in the UK in 1973. Whenever Sean was born here, I always took her out of sight to feed her. My other two were in Europe, and it was so freeing. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's on the West Coast where we're weirdly indifferent. My daughter's dressed very conservative. I always wondered about stuff like that. Even when it's hot, though, Mona, because it's hot, and I'm like, ooh, it's hot. I can tell because I can see everything of everybody right now. People are walking around barely dressed here because it's hot. Did someone mention? Yeah, Stool, don't get excited, Stool.
People live here in southern Arizona. They're in long sleeves and clothing. You see very few, other than those that don't live here, that dress like, what happened to your clothes?
That's why I think the naked sewing show would be brilliant on OnlyFans. Mine would be from here up. It's my good side from here up.
Oh.
Well, then we're not clicking on your channel.
You would. You would be my first.
Nope.
Don't even sit up here and lie. I would tell you your government name because you'd use your credit card. Don't even sit up here and lie.
No.
I had so many middle schools that I didn't know how to read an analog clock. Okay, I still have. My parents were insane. I grew up in a house with cuckoo clocks. I haven't turned them on, but I have a collection of clocks, and I have a real. Well, I've talked about the real grandfather, but my old grandfather used to chime, but In my house, I grew up in a house where my parents had a mini cuckoo clock. It would chime every hour on the hour. It wasn't until years after I lived on my own that I didn't realize how much that sound put me to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was doom, doom. And you knew it was midnight. Or you'd count and be like, oh, it's okay, it's 11 o'clock.
I still have another hour.
And every half hour, it would ding.
Yep.
So on the hour, it would tell you what time it was. And then every half hour, it would go bing. Oh, I miss my creepy Addams Family house. One day, I'm going to hook all of those clocks up. But it would truly drive my son insane. It would drive, because he has extrasensory hearing.
Yeah.
I'm desensitized. I love that sound.
I had to turn my grandfather clock off because it was actually bothering me. As my vision goes, my hearing is being enhanced, so noises really bother me.
Oh, I miss that sound. I grew up like in a clock shop. I would watch.
Yeah.
Same, Sheila. For here in Greenland, the women have breastfed openly too. It's the most natural thing to do, part of nature.
Mm-hmm.
My granddaughter can't read cursive, and she's graduated this year. She said they stopped teaching it. I was like, run. Okay.
Really?
I want to say it was a while ago, 4 years ago, at my job, they asked me to stop writing in cursive because the younger generation couldn't understand my chicken scratch. Because I write out notes for everything because we have work orders. So I'm like, do this person's lying. Okay, fix this. Some of the kids truly could not read my writing.
So they don't teach cursive writing anymore either?
They're supposed to. Well, in North Carolina, we're supposed to teach it in 3rd grade, but then when the plague came, like that just went out the window, and it never came back.
Here, it went out 20 years ago. They haven't taught cursive in California in 25 years.
Oh my
But
God!
At the charter school that I teach at, they teach it in 3rd grade and again in 6th grade. Like they have to write a paper in cursive in 6th grade.
I mean, it used to be part of what you did. Cursive writings, A, B. I don't get it.
Same with my kids. I have to leave notes for them in print. It drives me bonkers. When I was a kid, Mrs. Bates, 4th grade, that was the entire year. She broke us and taught us how to write cursive.
I couldn't be a teacher because I would say, no, you will learn.
That used to grade us on cursive. Yeah. But you know what though? Like we come from a different time. I believe in progression. We come from a different time, and these kids they're going to be calculating different things, doing different things. They're working on computers. I had an abacus in my classroom as a kid. No BS. Who under 40 even knows what an abacus is, My wife wrote a birthday card, and she could read it. Yes, mine only got 1 week enough to sign their name.
Yeah.
God.
Poke me in the old. You put all of us in one bucket. It isn't just true, William. The West Coast is a melting pot of cultures. That is true. But for the most part, most people I come across have a mutual respect. So a lot of the things that people talk about, I just don't run into my everyday life. I come across every race, culture, everything you could possibly think of. No one brings it up because we all got to go to work. We all got to pay the mortgage. We all got to, it's just that common everyday. I don't know. It's just different. Because I've been to the East Coast, and it's just a different way, a pace of life.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to the Great Plains. Do you know there are certain speed limits, Montana? Our speed limits on the street are 55 miles an hour. Their highway isn't even 55.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in Montana, with those 15-mile-an-hour speed limits, I feel like I could get out of the car and run. I seriously, I need a driver. But I come from a place where we drive like it's NASCAR. There isn't no points, and most everything is written down. They just learn how to sign their name. That is true. That is true. Times are changing. I'm a dinosaur. I wish nothing. I wish things would just stay the same, But my kids just scribble for a signature because they don't know how to write in cursive. I probably should get some books from Amazon. My son, he won't pull out his phone around me because I make him spell out everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come here. I know how to spell it. You should know how to spell it.
Mm-hmm.
He knows, and it's so funny because now he'll walk out of the room because he knows. I'm like, what are you typing? Tell me, what do we need to spell? Come on. I don't play when it comes to that. It's your generation that is making all of these changes. Everything is digital now, and AI will be making humans obsolete. I agree. I agree 1,000%. And AI does scare me. I was watching the Hockey Channel, and they had this commercial about Florida, and it was all senior citizens. The entire commercial was AI. They
Yep.
were eating hot dogs. They were they were riding dolphins. It creeped me out.
Yep.
It creeped me out because I could tell. Now you can write me ticking going 85. Right. What is it? Oh, I forgot the song. I can't drive 55. I love that song. And I need to recreate that jumpsuit. There's a bunch of videos that I watch where I'm like, I need to recreate that suit. I need to recreate another. But
Hey, Baron.
how's it going, Baron? It's hilarious how you have a special name for writing like an adult. Oh, we're Americans. We label everything. Whose generation, Denise? AI, Mona, I'm telling you, AI. I read a lot of Isaac Asimov, a lot of like Gene Roddenberry as a kid. AI reminds me of every scary sci-fi book I ever read as a child.
I could see that. Yeah.
I don't do AI. I don't want it. Never will. No.
So how many in here have used AI? Either if they're YouTube or writing or I haven't, but you know what? I'm tactile. Even my YouTube channel, it is an arts and crafts show. I am presenting what I have. And it's physical things that I have.
Nope.
A while ago, somebody started an Etsy shop with my stuff. And I got really mad at first, but I was like, wait a minute. I own what they're trying to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would anything I posted on Twitter, they would try to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it taken down, but like in the end I really thought about it and they can't do anything except for just lie,
Right. People send them money. What are they going to get back? Nothing.
Nothing, because I own what they're trying to sell,
As long as your name's not attached to it.
That was a problem.
Yeah.
That's why I got it taken down in the first place.
No. AI is creepy.
I choose not to use anything AI because it creeps me out. I'm the same way, but I'm an old fuddy-duddy from the land of fuddy-duddies.
No.
Denise, that's what scares me.
No.
It's one of those weird things. Now I can't drive 55.
Remember that movie that Will Smith was in?
iRobot?
iRobot.
Do you know I constantly talk about the scene at the end of the movie when the cars are freaking out? He's walking down by all these storage containers with the gas tank. He walks into a storage container and he comes flying out with a motorcycle.
Gas-powered motorcycle.
That will be me.
Yep.
Except for I will have a Harley and not a Kawasaki.
But yeah.
AI was the second scariest thing behind quicksand.
Yes.
You know what? And I'll tell you why. When they had a picture of the Pope in a puffer jacket, and everybody was like, people were fooled. I was like, okay, I'm fooled. I'm done. Like, this is AI. I'm fooled. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
No.
That commercial killed me, though. I got to find that commercial. We're all probably using an AI in some way. I agree, Cynthia.
I don't have a flip phone on.
Oh, great. Quicksand is on the list now. Kangaroos, bears, quicksand.
Good to know.
These are things that live rent free in my head that scare me. I have AI built in my Pixel 9 Pro phone. You don't have to worry, Rita. They will never have AI on flip phone.
My phone is it's one that's made for next year. It's a new phone. Trust me. I just don't like cell phones.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Then I'm going to mess with the floppy denim.
No, I just don't like cell phones.
Yeah.
It would do everything possible you could do. I just can't see enough to be on here. I can't see. The screen is this big.
Steve Austin definitely was not scared of quicksand. Stool. And you know, every time I watch Diamond and Sapphire, I think of you. Every time, Stool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all smartphones. Is this true? I have an iPhone 12. Does my 12 have AI?
You have AI capabilities on your phone. You do.
You can turn it off and disable it. I know that for a fact.
Starsky and Hutch would be gone in 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Stool. Floppy denim.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know this about. It's one of those things. There are certain features that I'll never enable. I found that that weird piano thing on my phone, and I geek out on that. On what is it, GarageBand? I go off. I have an organ on my phone, and I'm like, in the garden of Eden, honey. But that's about it, you know.
I don't have, my cell phone has no games, no nothing on it because I took it off. I don't want it on there. It's not what the phone is for.
You know what though? My pops, he used to always complain about his phone. Like, this thing never works. The guy had an iPhone. He would always get him upgraded. He never updated his phones.
Oh,
There you go.
Never. When I finally got my hands on his phone, I was like, oh, the man never. He was like 6 or 7 updates behind. Like, he never updated his phone. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Never. You just in the S&H will, but no, I'm not dissing them. I love. See, okay. See, I didn't know that Siri is AI.
I don't use Siri.
Nope, not happening.
I haven't in a while. When my kid was younger, we would like ask the most random questions, like how many miles is it from my house to Istanbul? You know, like.
Yeah, and I would use Google. I use Google for that. So I guess I do use AI. And now that when I Google things, the first answer that comes up is Meta AI. And it's just that little paragraph. And I was just like, oh, and I kind of skip it and go to something else.
Okay, then I do use AI all the time because I ask Google everything.
Yeah.
Like, who won the World Series? Who's saying, like, someone I know looks up who's saying the national anthem. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Your efforts are truly appreciated.
Well, it's my form of government job that I have.
We need to know. We need to know that Michael Bolton sang at the World Series, that John Denver sang at the 1984 World Series.
Rita, I've been challenged to by someone that's in the panel with us to know every single person that sung the national anthem from, like, what was it, 87?
No, 82.
82 on. 82 on.
Phones automatically update, but after some time they'll stop updating because some hardware can't run their versions. It was crazy. I had never seen a phone not updated, Gilroy, ever.
Nope.
It was crying. I still have the case. It's an iPhone 7.
I don't. My phone doesn't automatically update. I told my phone I will update it for you.
I will update.
Like, you can tell me you want to update, but I will let you know if I'm updating you or not.
I do that with my computer. I don't do that with my phone. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't. It just, my phone just does it.
Yeah.
Baby boomers allow their children to have too much freedom and they ran wild.
I don't have
No,
AI
I don't think so.
on my website, Gilroy. I don't want AI on it either.
Nope. I don't agree with that statement.
No.
There's AI on the back end of all major websites now.
Nope. And my website's been there since 1994. No, ain't put no AI.
Baseball. He hasn't told me hockey, so just baseball.
Well, hockey is a given. I'm obsessed with hockey. I watch the juniors on TV. I'm literally watching like juniors from around the world in tournaments. I'm watching. I watch the Russian Hockey League. I watch AHL. I watch women's hockey, which they're starting up their league. I'm crazy. So hockey's a given.
He says that eventually I might need to know that information to get out of a sticky situation.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheila. I'm obsessively watching the World Series right now, and it makes me laugh. Like Michael Bolton sang at the World Series. The Oak Ridge Boys sang at the 1985 World Series in Kansas City. When they walked out, I laughed. I own every tape they ever put out. Every tape. I own everything they. If you want to know anything about the Oak Ridge Boys, I literally own their entire catalog. I just got Ray-Ban Meta glasses that have AI built into them. Oh, Quinn knows I want those glasses so bad. I want those glasses so bad.
I just think it's part of the country that maybe that you're a part of, because my parents were baby boomers and I did not get away with everything.
Mine were my parents were pre-boomers, and I was raised like a Spartan. I had to say yes, please, no, like
exactly. We might have been spoiled though, but we're not going down that train.
Are you kidding me? Still to this day, my mom could go like this, and I'm like, I flinch. Are you kidding me? I'm still scared of my mom, and she's 5'5", 5'4".
My stepfather and my dad's spoiled.
Rita, if your website is on a major host, the major host is using AI.
Yeah. No, you have to tell it. I said keep AI off my website.
That is cool. I want those glasses so bad. Yeah, I'll be driving with them. I'll be walking around.
No. I'm not ready for you to do that.
You're talking about the World Series. That can be up to 7 games. That's a lot of games.
It is, and I've been challenged because you never know when I might need to get out of a situation.
Yep.
So he knows it's really me and not an AI person.
I was raised the same way, Katie. My parents were the kings and queens of, but my parents were crazy. I always tell my mom, by today's standards, you'd be in jail. We giggle and move on. I saw them in concert back in the early 80s. They were really good. I own, literally, I'm not kidding you, the Oak Ridge Boys, Tchaikovsky. I own catalogs of just obscure music. But because I grew up listening to it, I absolutely love it. But I'm also biased to like Luther Vandross, the Rolling Stones. These are things that I grew up listening to, you know. You put on some Luther, I will start singing right now. I didn't have anything to do wrong with being in trouble. The people who decry the 1960s and praise the styles of parenting before, they didn't realize that styles of parenting before that caused the 1960s. One thing I will say is I never fault a generation because they learned from the generation before them. So as much as I could say, oh, these kids nowadays, they learn from me. They learn from my generation. So that's one reason I try not to look too bad on the younger generation, because we all learn from each other. My grandfather used to go in on my generation, and we learned from his. He was World War II. He thought we were the laziest. Just he would call us manatees. He's like, you guys are laying around like manatees. But he was from a different world, you know. Every generation thinks the one before them stinks. I listen to iHeartRadio. Oh, my glasses! I want them so bad. I agree with what you said. Just spoiled. That is the beginning of it.
Yep.
William, my father, should have been put in prison for sure.
Sorry about that.
Absolutely. Put on your glasses. I want to be cool, though.
Oh, you can't wear AI glasses if you can't wear your own glasses that you have on.
It's not like a motorcycle helmet where you can wear your glasses and your helmet at the same time. Because like in a motorcycle helmet, you could wear sunglasses, your glasses, because the visor is way back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
No.
My great grandma always said, "You don't know the mistakes you've made with your kids until it's too late." Everyone makes mistakes. No generation is perfect. Absolutely. I agree. I totally agree with that. I'm the taste of the new generation. I'd like to give the world. Is that Coke or Pepsi? In perfect harmony.
I think we're still doing Coke.
I'd like to give the world. What's the Pepsi song? When they were all on the hill.
That's Pepsi.
Is it Pepsi?
I'd like to give the world a.
You watch more TV than I do.
Addicted to television. I grew up like there was a TV in every room in my house except for the bathroom.
Oh, so we couldn't have TVs in our bedrooms or anything like that. There was one TV in our house. One.
You can get prescription lenses and Ray-Ban Metas.
Shh, Ron, stop.
I just got my eyes scanned. I have my papers. I just got my eyes scanned.
Ron, we're gonna have a conversation right now.
I want those glasses so bad.
Ron.
I have all this money now that I'm not buying tweed.
Ron, I'm not gonna talk about that.
It's past my curfew. Good night, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out, Sheila. Thank you so much.
We're never coming to Oklahoma if you keep this up.
It's Coke. It is Coke.
Okay, it's Coke.
Thank you so much for hanging out, Sheila. It's great to see you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I thought it was, but I was just like, then he made me like double think my thing.
Yeah, because at the end it shows the polar.
Hey, Sheila, I'll see you on Saturday.
The new generations aren't bad, and here's what caused it. Has been said at least since Plato's time is so true. If any of it was true, we would not be here today. That is so true. I'm telling you, every generation thinks the one after them stinks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I drive a tractor with 17 gears. I think it's weird that people don't know how to drive something like that. But I'm from a different planet.
I have no idea where to start. 17 gears.
Mm-hmm.
I can do 5.
Well, most of them are. It's fun. You'd figure it out real quick.
I'll just let you do the driving.
Oh, and the tow truck I drove had 15 gears.
Just figure one of it's reversed. All of them are forward. Eventually, you'll figure.
You have like a passenger seat that I could sit on, and then you can I'll pretend to be learning.
Not on a tractor. Tractors are so dangerous. I love saying this fact because people don't realize, at least in my state, thousands and thousands of people die from tractor accidents every year.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, with a canopy or without a canopy. Every year. It's so insane. It's just one of those weird things we don't talk about.
Yep.
So, no tractor rides. Got it.
When my great grandpa died, he left us each a little money, and my mom bought us each a black and white TV for our bedroom and a water bed. I had a black and white TV when I was a kid and only had 13 channels. Coke has the best commercials. I'd like to give the world a Coke and keep it. I'd like to give the world a Coke and keep it company. I need to know the ends of these songs. 17. I know, I'm a slacker. Absolute slacker. I got a clip of a polarized sunglass. I got clip on a polarized sunglasses you can get to. I even got stuck on reading bifocals too.
Ron, stop.
I would start with first gear. See, Cynthia, you'd be the person I'd let you drive my tractor. Do you know what's funny? When I'm giving a speech, I'm like, who knows how to drive a tractor? People are talking and talking. The first person to say this, I'm like, oh, you've won. Because you know where to start.
First gear.
Let's all sing catchy tune from the 1973 Coke.
Go ahead, Stool.
A lot of truck transmissions have 2 gear shift levers. One lever is regular lever, and the other one switches between a high and low range.
Yep.
Thanks, Stool.
What kind of grandpa buys their grandkids a water bed? You know what? My grandparents would buy you anything you asked. I learned that from my greedy cousin. I got a comforter. He got a snowboard jacket here just 30 years later, and I'm still mad. Still mad. I still have the comforter, though.
Oh, Andrea, I love this comment because my kids tell me this comment all the time. She goes,
When did
Mom, Mom, when did the world turn to color? Well, this is when you lived in the black and white days, huh, Mom? I'm like, oh, my word.
Yes,
No,
we all lived in a Mickey Mouse cartoon.
you
We were
didn't.
steamboat humans.
I didn't know what color I really was until the 80s. I was like,
Oh.
whoa.
Because he would watch black and white TV shows with my grandpa and think that, man, the whole world was black and white. Oh, my parents were old school. You had to earn things. And I had a black and white. And once I proved I could hang with that, I got a color TV.
Yeah.
That was also with the invention of Nintendo. I had to have a color TV. Water beds are the ish and they. Hey, William, where did you get those cool sewing commercials that you put in your video? Okay. So I randomly picked them off the internet because it's what's that thing called?
Free domain, public domain.
Yes. But I don't even know if I say his name, I might get a copyright strike. There is a human named Osmond Terra. I can't say his name. He owns, or she, or this company, or these people. They own every truck commercial you could possibly think of, singer commercials. So one of the reasons I show the same commercials over and over is because those are the only ones that I've found I can't get a copyright strike on.
Because they're in public domain.
But I fell in love with the Touch and Sew song. That's my jam. That is my song. Things that are funny. Americans trying to understand manual transmission.
Yeah, that's what I learned that's what my first vehicle was.
I resent that I'm an American. I can drive. I'm not kidding you. My pops took me up to the local college. I bought a stick. He's like, I don't know why you did this. He got out of the car and he said, I'm walking home. Pick me up when you figure it out. And you know what? He was halfway home, but I figured it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's bad. Do you know how many cars I've purchased for $300? $450. Those days are long, long gone. Thank you. Oh, thank you. My son gave me a Coke.
Hey, son.
Hello. That song is just living rent free in my head right now.
Yeah.
What else happened today besides my hat life crisis? Oh, you know, advertisement works. I want to buy these fake Jordan Skechers. They're just relentlessly advertising towards me. I'm scrolling because I love to doom scroll. It's a hobby. I'm doom scrolling, and it just keeps on popping up and popping up. I might buy these shoes just because of the commercial. Has that ever happened to you?
Sometimes, yeah. I'll get something in my head and I'll just keep scrolling and then I'll eventually get it. But yeah.
Stu, when are you not patronizing? My parents had a stick, and we were forced to learn to drive one.
Yeah.
It was out of fear. What if we were stuck and there was an emergency? That's real.
Yeah. That's what my daddy told me.
That's real. I learned to drive in a one-ton manual transmission truck. Didn't have an automatic until I moved to the city and got tired of shifting. You know what's funny, Katie? Driving my 1983 VW Rabbit is one of the reasons I moved away from Los Angeles in my 20s. Driving traffic with a stick, and tell me you still want to live there, because you're doing this the whole time. You got to pay attention.
So I had to get rid of my stick because I was told that I couldn't have children in a manual car.
Why?
I was pregnant, and he said, "You need to now have an automatic."
What about every other woman before you on the face of this earth that drove a stick before,
Why don't you ask?
before when there was no option, when it was they were
Absolutely.
all just
Nope. I wasn't. I couldn't handle it. That's what I was told.
craziness.
Yeah. Love it.
My beef was just sitting in traffic. It drove me in. I forgot about that. That was like one of the straws that broke my back. One of the reasons I moved to Oregon because I got tired of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it to own a manual here. There's so many hills and steep ones, and it's honestly a safety hazard.
Well, manual cars are always cheaper. That's why I always gravitated towards them. So.
Yes, Duel. Yes. Now I'm patting you on the head in a patronizing way. Yes. Oh. So I'm gonna start sporting my hats to go incognito, and I have to start practicing my Toronto accent.
Oh.
But
You're
people
going to
will know
Toronto?
I'm not Canadian because I am polite, but not that polite.
Well,
And I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like, people up north are nice, at least from my experience. Not getting a stick when pregnant. Has anyone survived before? That's my first thought. Was like, wait a minute. No,
yeah.
because my parents always had big old school trucks that were stick. Old school trucks. Nah,
Really?
more
That's
jazz.
interesting.
You pay a hefty premium for a manual now.
Well, I'm not in the market for them anymore, but
Well, it's because they don't make them anymore.
no.
I go to car lots and just walk around and like dream, and they really don't make them anymore. You
You
can.
can find Jeeps like that though. You find Jeeps so manual.
Like I'm constantly shopping for work trucks. You can still buy a truck, you know, because you need something with power.
Did you put pins in, or did you put safety pins?
You can see my pins.
I was wanting to know if there are safety pins or regular pins.
No, they're just pins.
You need to edge it. You need to stitch it.
With like white or something?
Well, it doesn't have to be white. It
Just
can be
around
something. Yeah, around the outside. You mean? It'll stiffen it up a little bit.
Yeah, but
then no. And then you need to tack it in the back. But you need to edge it so that you give it some, some design, some yay.
There's probably some statistics out there that pregnant women get into less accidents with automatics than manuals, so that's why you were told that.
Probably.
There's always Volkswagens are mostly manual. You know,
all I ever had, Andrea. That's all I ever had. I had Jettas. That's all I ever had.
This is a non-sponsored spot, but when I was in high school, I was in an accident and a Volvo saved my life. I was in a Volvo station wagon. Man, that thing had side airbags, everything. Christina, great to see you. Welcome.
Welcome in.
Welcome. Manual is still more common in Sweden. See, in Sweden, in America, we don't want to drive like that anymore. That's crazy. I miss that. I had a 1983 VW Rabbit. I miss that car. Yeah, we'll stiffen the edges and make them pop. So should I do it like with white or something? This was an experiment that turned out decent.
Gold or yellow.
Oh, yellow. Yeah.
I have a ton of both.
But look at your sleeves. Are you gonna tuck your sleeves in because they have yellow on them?
Yep.
Well, since this project is just laying around, I was thinking about either lining it with itself.
Yeah.
Right.
I just need to stop being lazy and change the thread in my sewing machine, really.
Yeah. Go ahead and edge it in
yellow.
In the yellow.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
If I hit it with the serger, it would stiffen it up, but it might change the look too.
No, don't do it with this. No, just do it with a sewing machine.
You're gonna cut it off, and you don't want to cut it off.
Yeah, do it about a fourth. No, like an eighth of an inch away from the outside.
Right on the edge.
Yeah.
This is like a crummy cadet's review. I switched to autos when I got tired of shifting in downtown Tulsa, going to and from work and stuck in traffic. I'm telling you, Cynthia, that's one of the reasons I moved. I lived in Santa Monica and I would drive to North Hollywood every day, and it slowly drove me insane. The This is the exact same color as the material, and the back is navy.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I tried to I was gonna get funky with the color combinations, but I have a ton of weird lining in here. I love my Volvo. Mechanics say it's perfect condition. I shouldn't sell it. Volvo saved my life, Katie. It saved my life. I would love to drive. I would love to drive once again. Not sure if my hip would let me.
Mm.
It's the one being able to go out in the middle of nowhere is the one thing I have left as a boring adult. That is the one thing I have left is being able to get in my car and just start driving.
Oh, with yellow. Mm.
I do have a ton of floral fabric in here. No, not the surgery. Just to see a lot of fancy big city sewing words, and I haven't been so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, stool. I love watching reruns of. I still, they filmed that around here, so that's like a weird lore in my town.
Mm.
Oh, I miss Kay Burley. When she retired, I quit watching Sky News. This is giving me I have a bunch of trench coats, and this is giving me weird trench coat vibe.
Oh, it is. It is, and it need. Oh, you could have a belt around it instead of buttons.
I used the floppiest material I own for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. This is a disaster. This is a wonderful disaster because I discovered something I'm going to replicate, but also I should have used a better material.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do mock-ups, so I'm considering this my denim mock-up.
No, it looks great. We just got to pin it.
I might go off and add buttons and everything because if you think about it, the buttons that just have to be down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the
Where's
full.
Ollie? Ollie, wake up, Ollie.
How hard is it to take a finished quilt and turn it into a poncho? Okay. If it's the right fabric and batting is it used inside to prevent it from being too heavy. It's up to you of how heavy you'd want to be. I wouldn't remove anything, but I like wearing warm clothes because it's just going to be extremely warm. I thought we're not talking enough about Kay's roomy Volvo.
So, yeah, Katie, just use binding around the neck piece and you'll be fine. But it'll look great.
Absolutely. I'm actually when I go shopping, I look for old quilts because it's the weirdest thing for me to see quilts in thrift stores. And I see them everywhere now because I have the damning eye. So I see them everywhere. But I haven't seen anything because a lot of them are like they're made for children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you can tell it was a charity quilt made for a very, very specific event.
Yeah. If they're ever really old and dingy, just buy them anyway, and I'll tell you how to clean them up.
I'm waiting for that oh, you purchased Betsy Ross's quilt or something. I'm looking. I am looking.
You just let me know. I can tell you what pattern it is and everything.
I have
as your official secretary.
It's just one of those things that I'm always looking for.
Yeah.
It's one of those strange things. When you go through, I know you don't have a list like me, but when you go thrifting, aren't you looking for specific things?
Oh, always. Most of the time, though, the girls are. They push me more than anything to go to the thrift stores because I'm more. Yeah. So we go to thrift stores and I go through all the dresses and shirts and things like that. But I go to the home section first and see what I can find there. But now that somebody has sparked interest in like upcycling for me, I have a different view when I go to thrift stores. And I'm picking things out. I try to find jackets and different things that I can upcycle. So,
Oh, man,
the 80s are coming out. Oh, I'm so excited.
I need sunglasses for that combo.
Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Are you seriously going to do it?
I might make a shirt. I might not. If it's too rainbow bright, I will not put it on as a short.
Oh, at least just send me a picture. I want to see it.
Good. I don't understand any of the words. Feels like I should be paying to watch this. It's very erotic. And yes, this is one of the band camp wheel shows. Me and his tractor. Oh, like Neil. Oh, I can't remember his name. There was a guy in Parliament. He was watching porn and he was like, I was looking at my tractor and you could clearly see that he was watching. I can't remember his name. It was Neil something. Get a black light and look at it. You might decide to leave that stuff in the store.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I wash everything. I would never bring it home and just wear it. I wouldn't even try it on there. Like, I just know my size and I just look at it.
Okay, I have a quote show question. Will there be fabric sold by the yard there?
Yes.
Yes. Matter of fact, where is she?
Where's your panel?
Where is she? She's around here somewhere.
Is that the only fabric that you've bought? Did you buy anything when we went to Road to California? No, you didn't. No. Oh, that was during your no buy. Never mind.
That's why I went crazy when we went to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But I bought this at a quilt show in Las Vegas, and I'm actually going to be working with this very soon.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But I purchased. Let me make my sale big. Mm-hmm. I purchased this at a quilt show, and this was like $10, I think, or just something.
I really like the peacock on over her shoulder.
You know, I'm peacock crazy.
I know. I think that's cute.
But yeah, they sell all kinds of crazy stuff. But I love stuff like this. This will be to a hoodie near you. I just have to find materials that I'm satisfied with. Mm-hmm. I should work on that tonight. I probably will work on that. I'm glad I pulled that out. Because I'm waffling, but I have all this material in here. So I just need to get off my duff and make it. I have the lining and everything. I want this to have black backing, but the hood is going to be something different.
Yeah, even that gold like strip that goes through it, that would be amazing to go on something.
If you looked at your own damn house with a black light, okay, you wouldn't want to live there. Kilroy is 100% correct. One of the worst things I ever got at my job, we get all kinds of freebies. I got a black light wand.
No.
I told you on one of my million gambling trips to Vegas.
Oh,
we're going to Vegas. That thing out. I pulled that wand out and I was like,
why
I guess I'm not sitting down. I'm not kidding you. There were spots on every orifice of everything. If you ever want to freak yourself out, get a black light and go somewhere. Go to your local Motel 6. You won't want to touch the floor.
So now I'm looking at you because you know what? Like, I don't even want to talk about it.
You're stronger. We build up immunities. That was part of the test.
Oh,
that was an inoculation. That's
inoculated. That's great.
Now you truly see my tolerance of how much I truly just don't care.
Yeah.
I should start caring.
No, you cared. You said, "Oh no, Jess, we can't." And I was like, "Yeah, just go ahead, just go." And you just kept telling me, "No." I just said, "Yeah, let's just do it anyway."
Now you know a limit. Now you have a limit. Now you know.
I kind of do. Like, I'm not going to go down below something. So now you know where my limit ends. Like, right. Thanks. Yeah.
See, but that is, you know what though? That's part of my weird, I do have a weird, I don't fear people.
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form. So I could almost sleep anywhere, go anywhere.
I see that. I saw that. Which is not a problem. But
Oh, now so
when
needless to
you
say, when
go,
I got that black light wand, that
Mhm.
thing changed my life. And it's still in here. I just don't carry it with me anymore.
Thank you.
I brought out lots of sewing projects with me to work on more than what I can get done in one day. I need to find deeper red. Excuse me. I need to find deeper red solid than what I have in my stash.
You should be able to go to Road Virginia and see all the vendors that are going to be there. And then you'll know where to find the fabric and stuff like that. So have fun.
A lot of it's exotic too because it's fabric from different cultures.
It is. Yeah.
Stuff that isn't readily available. At least like Road to California, I saw a lot of stuff from around the world.
Mm-hmm.
But what was their theme last year?
The poppies?
At Road to California.
Challenge?
Road to California.
Yeah, the challenge, the fabric challenge was the poppies. But there wasn't a theme for the booths or anything like that.
I liked it because there was a lot of African themed stuff there.
There was. And then there's like a lot of leather made things and things that you could put it's like sublimation and stuff that you can put on shirts and things like that. So yeah.
Is that gonna be one of our rackets?
I don't know. You tell me. Is it?
I could come up with some really snarky sayings. A picture of me in the fictional of a fake Tula Pink, American Gothic. Tula Pink. You and me. Tula Pink. You're Tula Pink. But you have to wear a big hat and glasses. Okay. I always picture Tula Pink as that lady front row in church every Sunday with the dress and the big hat.
Yeah. Oh, are you gonna wear like overalls? Or are we gonna go like
what color you need? I have light denim, dark denim, black. America.
No, I got something else that we can match with.
Cynthia, whenever I travel, I bring an unreal amount of projects with me. There's a vest in here that I have so much pride. I finished it in a hotel in Vegas. I wore it in McDonald's the next day, and some guy walked up to me. He's like, "I love your vest." I looked at him. I was like, "Thank you so much."
Cynthia, don't rethink anything. Just go ahead, bring everything that you want to bring. When I came here, I brought so many projects that I didn't even touch.
Yep.
But just in case. It was a just in case thing. But I got my dress done. I was excited.
Do these quilt shows have flea markets? At ham radio conventions, there's vendor areas with all new stuff. I'm going to a ham radio convention because I like flea markets.
No, I didn't see it as a flea market at all. Did you, William?
No, it was craft shows are geared more towards quilters. As someone who sews clothes, I found stuff, but this is for quilters, you know.
But there is one that I will be attending at the end of next month that's for garment and quilters. It just happens to be in a state that you won't go to, but it does go to other states around the United States.
William, have you seen Tula Pink? She's the opposite of what you described. I like to I have an imaginary Tula Pink that her and I walk around and go on adventures.
Do you know what she looks like?
And my trusty driver Giuseppe Bargello.
So you don't know what she looks like?
No, I don't know. Don't kill the fantasy. You guys are ruining my fantasy with fact.
Well, she has dark hair.
I don't destroy the fantasy with fact. I think of Tula Pink as an older woman with glasses.
She does
go on an adventure.
She does wear glasses. Like
matter of fact, I'm Tula's Robin and Tula's Batman.
Well, you just let me know what I gotta wear, and we can make the we'll make the outfit. We'll make the.
I'm ready.
We'll make the picture. It's not gonna be like on our on our booth.
Yeah,
That's
amongst other
our
things.
booth.
We'll put that in the greatest hits video.
Oh, we have
You
a
won't, you
video.
won't find any fabric there, but if you want old electronics and good deals on professional electronic test equipment, it's the place to go. Could I sell? I bet I could sell all my test equipment. People would be so shocked at the stuff I have. That's what I did for this trip out to VA. I don't have my dogs to interrupt me every little bit. I'm so excited to have nothing interrupt me all day. I'm going to start making Christmas gifts. I'm telling you, that's what I do when I go to Vegas. I bring sewing projects because I don't drink alcohol. So I do all my shopping during the day, and at night I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish this. Good times. Will bores me now. I'm on Team Jess.
I have a YouTube channel still.
I'm about to say your demographic. There you go. Your demographic is jumping. So blessed by Jess.
I know.
Go subscribe. Go like and subscribe.
I might have 14% male population now. I'm so close.
Oh, you could sell it, put a good price on it, and it'd be gone quick. I have over I don't know, 60 oscilloscopes. I have just all kinds of crazy stuff. I own 15 to 20 CBs still in the box.
Oh. So we're all going to have, we're all going to get one and talk to each other when we're on a road trip. We're all going to drive separately.
I'm down. Breaker one night. My handle is the Grand Hot Dog. Oh no.
No.
Hot dog.
No. You are the
Grand Hot Dog. Grand Hot Dog. Calling the Grand Hot Dog. Breaker 19.
Yeah. I got you. 10-4. 410. What is it? 10-4?
10-4. Oh, that used to annoy me. I grew up around military people. They'd be like, you didn't say 10-4.
I'm totally changing your name in my phone to the Grand Hot Dog.
The Grand
Grand Hot Dog.
Do not ask AI to make a picture of that. It will be the scariest thing you've ever seen in your life.
I bet I have a picture of you in my phone somewhere.
60 shitbag, you'd be talked about for a decade.
Oh my word.
Oh.
Well,
yeah, I'm not kidding you. Kilroy, probably more. I'm not kidding you. I'm not. I my father was obsessed with equipment. I am not. I opened up. I have so much stuff. I had to Google it to see what it was. Your handle is burned wiener. I like that too. That's going to be a patch.
Yeah. Yes. I can't. Oh, we're on Wiener Talk now. I love it.
I will own an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Wiener.
I will. See, I've talked about it so much I have to. Do you know why I know this is feasible? Because I almost bought the back car. And I'm so glad I didn't, because now I have money for the Oscar Mayer wiener.
Yeah. I found you a house that the Oscar Mayer wiener can house in. It has plenty of space for you.
Well, now I'm rich because I'm not buying Tweet.
So, yeah. Yep. Undisclosed location. We won't tell anybody where you are. And then
I'm gonna be pitching for the Blue Jays. So I'm kidding.
Imagine we would be close. We'd be close enough that we could, hop, skip, and a jump up there every now and then.
Oh, they would love me. Except for I don't eat poutine, so they'd be like, "Hey, how come this guy's not eating poutine? He's an American. Get him out of here."
But okay, it's the gravy that gets you. I totally get it. But you can have the fries.
Every single person I've ever known has tried with me with poutine.
No,
Every single person I've ever known. It's one of those. Do you know people come to this country and they're like, "This is what Americans eat"? They're shocked at our food.
Yeah.
So you can't like everything. I don't like plantains. I grew up in a culture where people cook those things. I'm not okay with them.
I'm not a plantain person.
I will run if I see. I don't like them.
I'm pretty much off of all bananas of any sort of plantain or banana. I'm
I
pretty much
love I eat bananas, but I just plantains are wrong.
no.
That's the one thing as a kid where I would like I come from the old school where you had to eat your whole plate, so I would eat it first.
To get it over with. Yeah.
Oh, I would just go. Wouldn't even put anything on it. I would just eat it first to get it out of the way.
No, I think I'm allergic to bananas.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you get like is it like okay, when I eat tomatoes, my eyes swell, but I also get tingly. I can feel it. I can feel that I'm hurting myself.
Mhm.
In 1982, I had a huge antenna. I still have a giant antenna on the side of my house.
Yeah, I get tingly and I feel like my throat's closing up. Yeah, it's great. So no bananas. Don't put anything with bananas in for me. Thank you. Never had a plantain.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're like they're abundant around here, so they're everywhere. And culturally speaking, people eat them here in mass quantities.
Oh, I used to eat them quite a bit, like one a day.
Oh, ugh.
No, not plantains. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
nanners. I call them nanners. Sorry. Oh,
Growing up, my thing was oranges, and I still eat oranges, but I would eat at least 2 to 3 a day as a kid.
cuties.
My problem with cuties, like I've told you a gajillion times, they're peanuts. It's like a sunflower seeds of oranges.
They are. Once you have, you just can't stop.
I could eat an entire package of cuties.
Well, now I know. We'll get 3 or 4 bags at a time.
Right now, there's cuties in my fridge, and I told my son, like, I give him a 2-day window. I'm like, you have 2 days, because I'm gonna walk in here and eat this whole thing. And he knows I'm not playing.
Yeah.
TV antennas are nothing compared to some ham radio antennas.
True.
You know, when I don't know. Let's see if I am trying to get back here. I'm trying. Let's see if I can do this.
You guys, he's threatening to move my chair. I just want to put. We need to have like a poll.
Oh, there's a whole nook back here.
But the quilt's still there, so I'm excited. Where are you going to put the quilt if my chair leaves?
The chair isn't leaving per se. We'll see what happens. I want to get to my nook and you know what? Oh, I wish Ollie was here because I know for a fact there's a touch and sew in here.
Oh, touch and sew.
I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing.
Stool. Awful. Awful.
Good times in the UK. Good times. Oh, I have the magic stick. But I have a CB right here. Oh, man. Man, we're doing some major cleaning here in the house of sewing.
Well, I'll make sure that I link Ollie in later and say, hey, you need to start at 2 hours in. He's cleaning.
Oh, man, I forgot I made this.
What is it?
This is a perfect example. I washed this denim in all the color fade. This was jet black.
Oh, I think you talked about that.
And I don't know if I made a video, but I washed it and my tub was just black because all the dye came out. This is just from my upcycling days. And yes, I obsessively played Street Fighter.
Oh, yes.
As a kid.
I love that.
I obsessively. And then I put some Skeletor patches on there.
Oh, you're bringing back my days. Oh, I love it. Skeletor was one of my favorite people. I'm sorry. I was always like the villain person.
Skeletor always made me laugh. And because I just like these were patches I was never going to use. This is a Girl Scout patch. That's a Girl Scout sewing patch.
There you go. There you go. Are you selling cookies this year too?
I was buying them. I was buying them like a crazy person. I know a guy who had to hire professional surveyors and engineers to put up a tower from a cell phone tower company for his Wow. Okay. That's
Yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah.
That's hardcore. And stop calling me Shirley. Shirley.
Right. Shirley Stool.
It's called Rit Die. See, but the thing is, okay, and here's the thing about like Amazon, a lot of these companies, I love Milwaukee weather. There's my speech impediment. Milwaukee leather. There's a difference between going into a motorcycle shop and buying a Milwaukee jacket. When you get the ones on Amazon, I think they just put the Milwaukee leather label on them.
I guarantee they do.
Because there's a big difference. You wouldn't want to fall at 90 miles an hour wearing some of these vests I have.
She's having internet issues. So probably about like 15 minutes ago she left. But
Rita lives in one of the hottest places on earth.
yeah.
I like it's like on average. Oh, I gotta move this one. Let's see. I feel like a Tijuana vendor when I move these with a stick.
Yeah.
This is the jacket where I wore to the Burbank airport, and they walked up to my mother and they were like, "Do you know him? Do you know him?" And she's like, "Unfortunately, yes." But this jacket shut down the Burbank airport, and I will never wear it again to the Burbank airport.
Good to know. That's one less thing you'll wear when you pick me up.
Will, do you like movies about gladiators?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm weird about Roman movies because I'm kind of like Mary Beard. I need accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm weird about like certain movies. So I haven't seen a lot of modern Roman movies. And I'm not even saying this to be cliche. If it has Liz Taylor or Charlton Heston in it, I've probably seen it. But all the like I've seen Gladiator, but how long ago did the original come out? Like how many years ago?
And didn't Gladiator 2 just come out last year?
I haven't seen that.
No, I haven't either. But I was going to see if it was on Paramount.
If it is, I'll watch it. You ding ding ding, you said a magical because I have Paramount. So if it's on Paramount, I'll watch it.
I'll let you know.
Oh man, I gotta move this because we are about to see what is back here.
Ooh. Hopefully nothing comes tumbling. Are those curtains the maroon fabric?
Yes.
Okay.
And thank you for asking. When I inherited my father's hoard because we're pirates, the man had an obsession with drapes and we'll never know why. The most accurate movie about Rome is funny thing that happened on the way to the forum. I am not joking. I read from Rome scholars about this. I'll have to look into that. It's one of those weird things. If you go walk around and you look, like, first of all, it's not as big as you think it is. Well, like the city, But like when I lived in Portland wasn't as big as I thought Portland was huge. You could walk the entire northern side of the city in like less than half a day. I'll try again. Roger Overwill, do you like gladiator movies? No.
Still, we wear purple on Team Jess.
Why did they ask your mother if my mother and I in no way, shape, or form look alike? In any way, shape, or form.
They don't.
They probably thought that I was picking up what she smuggled. Or like, and this was many trips ago because I pick her up all the time now and no one says a word to either one of us.
But you do resemble her. You do. You guys do have some features that are the same.
Yeah, we do, but if you put it next to, but if we walked past each other, people wouldn't even know.
No.
No. Are you kidding me? Um. Oh, I see the black singer sewing machine. I know. I have freed. I have freed this room.
So which one's mine? I'm gonna ask.
I'm trying to find the janky white.
Oh no.
I'm
No,
giving you a
I
hard
just needed my name to be put on, with note. This is for Jess.
time.
Make sure it works though. I want to hear that noise when I'm
There's more hidden back here. What's back here is, I believe, touching. So let me go get my stool. Where is my stool? My actual standing stool, not a very stable milking stool.
Mm. Now I'm like looking at all his machines back there because I can see them now, y'all.
There's way more, and those are triple rows. Like they're 3 machines deep.
I see more. Yeah. Oh, you're in the way of one. No.
I was playing around with my Singer from 1911 today, just because I haven't seen it in a long time.
Are you just rearranging? Are you going to put these vests somewhere else, or?
I haven't got that far.
Okay.
We're just
Yeah.
I'm rediscovering my sewing room, like I said.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna bite it because this bottom of the chair moves. I need to unattach that. Can you see in there yet? Almost.
Yeah.
Oh, the CB is right there. And that CB is hooked up. And my son used to harass truckers all the time when he was younger. Oh, they were so
funny.
They knew because they could hear the little voice.
Yeah.
So it was hilarious.
Did he listen to for specific truckers to be coming by? Did he have his favorites?
We would hang out on certain channels.
Okay.
Because they're more busy. But quite honestly, most of the people now speak Spanish. So it's a little bit different.
Well, you're number one.
Number one. My business is on the other end. I don't want to dox myself.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the last event that we had.
Cool.
That's why it's so hard. Well, I also did racism, but new fancy build buds with. Oh, I miss Tina Turner. Is there a Memphis Sphinx machine? I have a Singer's. Okay, I do, but it's buried in my storage somewhere. If you want to have a good time in interstate traffic jam, switch to CB channel 19. I will. Oh man, this is truly behind the rafters tonight.
Oh, Ron said, I guess, channel 27. Or maybe Singer 27 Sphinx. Because he said 26 earlier. I don't know.
Can you see in there?
Yeah, I can.
Can you see my people?
The picture on the shelf, at almost at eye level with you?
Hold on, let me turn the light on. I have to crawl in there to turn on the light. This used to be a computer nook. But then we got better internet. Oh man. Oh man.
Stool says every time you folks use a sewing word, I replace it with the word hovercraft. You're funny, Stool.
Oh, I don't even remember where the power switch is.
Careful. I don't want to have to explain why you broke something.
Hey, I forgot I got stormtroopers in.
Oh, yay. You got mini ones with your big one.
Oh, man.
Is this like a closet or something? Or are these the shelves that you built? Oh.
Are you kidding me? I built this entire garage. That's why it's a giant bowl of wires. But there's a light in here. Can you see in there now?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot John Wayne is back there. There's 2 touch and sews back here. Oh, man.
You know, I really feel like I should be probably sewing on a touch and sew with all of your commercials.
Oh, we're going to redo the commercial with you.
Oh, do I have to make that green dress? Are we going to dance and everything too?
We got to redo. We have quite a few things we have to redo.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm going to have to move there sooner than I thought. Or come on vacation, I mean.
I'm going to have to come back in here a little bit later. All my book. I forgot about my books. My giant VHS collection is back there.
Is that the top shelf? The VHSs?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And like every book I bought from every like lonely bookstore, literally from here to eternity.
Check the stormtrooper has polished his helmet. Okay.
I forgot about back there.
Well, when you don't see it very often. Yeah. You had it all covered in your vests and stuff.
I'm rearranging, and I'm also. You see how hot it is in here?
Yeah, you're sweaty.
It's hot. All the fans are at a certain level. If I stand up, it is like 97 degrees up here, and it's like 70 something down here.
Well, at your next house, whatever space that you're in will have air conditioning. We will not let you sweat anymore.
I forgot about all of that stuff.
I forgot. Laura Ingalls. Oh, Laura Ingalls from the Little House on the Prairie. Stool, you must have watched that show quite a bit if you know anything about Laura.
They in the UK they would watch our television, but we wouldn't necessarily watch theirs. Like,
except for me.
I watched PBS. Like, I was obsessed with British television.
Me too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still watch it. I just
you
wish
do. Yes, you do. With your kilt obsession.
I can't wait for you to have one. I have no idea.
Oh, good gravy.
I'm gonna make you one since
I'm gonna get some extra high socks.
Okay.
I forgot about all of this.
Make sure they have pom-poms on them.
I'm gonna change this possibly tonight. You're gonna go in the dryer, bud. I forgot about you. I forgot about.
Now that I know your size, I'll just make you one. I'll try to find your tartan.
Stool watches. You know what? Stool watches as much television as I do.
Well, still, you and William are going to have like parties or something watching.
I am on the lookout for stonewashed denim.
I don't ever see that anymore.
That's why this vest, I'm telling you, I'm sitting in a room with over 100-something vests. This is the only stonewashed thing I've found out in the wild. This is the only stonewashed.
So you're saying if I come across one, I should buy it if it's around your size?
Men's extra large.
Yes, sir. Or higher.
I'm about to say, when it comes to a coat, I'll wear something that's even bigger.
Yes.
Well, it's because I like wearing sweatshirts under my stuff. I used to watch Sewing with Nancy. Okay, Ron, you've been watching my videos. You know I'm obsessed with Nancy Zeman. You know
Yes.
I'm obsessed. I could hear her music right now. Doom, 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 doom. It's all on YouTube. All of Nancy's stuff. Nancy Zeman nursed me through the pandemic. I would not be here if it wasn't for Nancy Zeman. I watched all her 80s stuff and her new stuff. That is, it is very stonewashed, Andrea. It is.
I watched her documentary, like of her life, like how she started and everything.
Crazy.
It was like 2 summers ago or something like that. I was like, wow, she's just amazing, and just all the things that she was able to, all the obstacles she was able to jump through in order to be successful on the PBS world. I'm proud of her.
I have a weird question. Should I open that up? Should I bring back my corner? There's nothing in there except for like weird sci-fi stuff and the priceless stuff from my grandma's house I didn't want to break.
Yeah.
Like I have a bunch of porcelain from France.
Okay.
Like I have a bunch of like.
Would you put a table there to sit, to put projects on?
Part of me wants to clear to there.
Yeah.
But then because what it is, it's another open space.
I would. You do need more space.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I would try.
We had painting with Nancy. It's like your Bob bloke. I'm sure Nancy was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sure Nancy was amazing. I hated it. She has Bell's palsy and damaged her face. When I was a kid, I would come home. She was just always on TV. I have nothing but good memories of Nancy Zeman. Like, that's why I made a bunch of I Love Nancy Zeman videos back in the day before anybody watched my stuff.
She pushed through it, though.
Oh, I loved. We also had Sit and Be Fit. Oh, high school aged me. Thought it was hilarious to listen to and imagine everything was dirty.
Oh, Andrea. Yes.
Was there a show growing up that you were just absolutely hooked on? Did you watch Dawson's Creek?
No, I did not watch Dawson's Creek.
Fun fact. I didn't watch it because I knew one of the guys on the show, and it's hard to look at him even still because I know his business, but I'm not here. It's not that kind of show. So I'm not here for that. So
I was in love with Casey. Like,
oh, that's hilarious.
I never watched it. Maybe like an episode or two, but no. See, everyone, until I was 13, I didn't really watch TV because we didn't have cable. All we had was just my dad had satellite when they were married, but then when he left, that went away. So we were pretty much like feral children riding bikes and getting dirty outside. Like we were just farm kids. So
I was like that too, but I watched endless hours of television. And then my parents made the mistake of putting a TV in my room. And once I was like, they were like, this kid really has insomnia. So I would watch TV. I'm definitely gonna look that up.
Andrew, I wish My So-Called Life was on back in the day. I probably would have watched many episodes.
That's one of the reasons I named my show. I watched every episode of that show when I was a kid.
I didn't.
Oh man, I would come home to watch like ABC Tuesday night. Like we had in my family every Thursday we'd watch Seinfeld and SmackDown.
Oh yeah, we watched wrestling because of my brother.
And then on Mondays it was Ally McBeal and then Monday Night Raw.
We had to go to bed when Monday Night Raw came on. Like that was like our cue.
I wanted to marry Jared Leto and I wanted to be Rayanne.
Yeah.
I know so many people with that name. I know so many women that are named Rayanne. It's not even funny.
Mm.
I loved that show too.
I mean, I probably watch more Saturday morning cartoons than anything because we'd get up early and my parents would still be sleeping.
I was obsessed with that too. That's why I watched G.I. Joe.
Yeah. It started with Gem and the Holograms, and then it ended up with like Garfield or Pee Wee Herman at the end. It was just, and then we were done.
Do you know what's really funny? I'm subscribed to this channel. It's called Shout Studios. They have random stuff on it. They have like Alf, just really random stuff. But they started showing Pee Wee Herman. I forgot that Lawrence Fishburne was in season 2 of Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He was the cowboy.
I know. I have to think of something else. There was something else that triggered me, but I can't think of his name, so I'm not going to describe it because I'll shoot it up.
We were a football house, so if it was sports, then TGIF was a big deal in Sunday night Disney movies. I lived for TGIF.
On Nickelodeon?
There's a rare condition this day and age to
that.
hear any good news on the newspaper page. Love and condition is a rare design. Some people, I can sing that whole song. Are you kidding me? As days go by, TJF was my jam.
Yes. We only watched that if we were at my dad's house.
Like Andrea, I wanted to be on Supermarket Sweep so bad. Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah. When I was at my dad's.
To not go too far off of the nope, I won't bring it up. And yes, I've seen the Pee Wee documentary.
Mm-hmm.
A small wonder. Imagine having your robot sister in a closet. Mr. Belvedere. I said I went back and started. The only show I can't get into is Mr. Belvedere. I don't know why. I'm gonna go back and watch it again because I watched every episode as a kid. I was obsessed with Mr. Belvedere. Died from breast cancer. She did. Wasn't that like in the beginning of the pandemic?
I think it was a little bit before then, but yeah. Yeah. I just want to see it still. It's a good watch.
Michael Jackson died today. Wow. Do you know I'd never heard of Probenthal until the day I had never heard of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly not moistly. I got Supermarket Sweep was awesome. We watched that and press your luck. I wanted to be on Supermarket Sweep so
really.
I was upset. I watched every episode when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was because it was on like right after I got home from school. I don't know.
You would probably have that whole grocery store memorized.
I like you don't even know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I haven't gone back and watched though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do spoilers, but Pee Wee was You don't say, Stool. You don't say.
No, I'm done. I can't watch it anymore. Stool, you're done. Stool. We can't be together, Stool. We're done. If you're gonna give me spoiler alerts like that,
I'm trying.
I thought you were on Team Jess.
And I'm now on Team Andrea. I'm fickle. Yes, you are. It's okay. Right. It's okay. It's okay. You're British. It's okay.
She's over there. Oh, poor Stool.
Yes, the trick was to get the big heavy meat items. I loved that show. We'd be on the TV. You know, I was a weird kid. I don't know why. I was obsessed with that show. There was other shows though, but because of my mom, I watched a solid like 10 years of Oprah. Because of my mom, she was on every day at 3:00 on the West Coast every day.
Yeah. I think it was like 4:00 here. Like it wasn't, yeah.
grab the big inflatables and rip the tags off. Oh man.
Yes.
I would rock at that show. Stu, I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. We're clutching our pearls. You know, that's big. That's a big deal. I haven't gone in there in so long. I forgot. I have an extensive VHS collection and DVD. Like, I have so many DVDs over there. I don't know if I should have opened that up.
So it's just more to add to the collection of things to watch with you.
And my John Wayne poster.
Oh, great. John
What
Wayne.
is it? What did it say? Oh, life's hard. It's even more hard if you're stupid. John Wayne.
Yes. I agree with this comment.
Yeah, Oprah was on it 4 here. My mom watched it religiously. Yeah. And because I was the youngest, I had say on nothing in the house. So we were watching Oprah. And my mom was one of those people. She was always moving around. So she'd have it on in the kitchen. She'd have it on in the living room. She'd have it on in her room. And she'd be going from room to room.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Where you get it from? When you watch your hockey.
I thought about that. I never thought about that.
Your hockey. You said when I watch hockey games, I put it on in the living room. I put it on in the kitchen.
I do.
Put it on in here. And so everywhere you go, you hear your hockey game.
I could stand in the hallway, and depending on what time I turn the TVs on, you can hear the echo because they're all a little bit off.
Oh, yeah.
They're all just a little bit off.
I bet. Wow.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Oh, yeah. 22 screens.
Well, in your new warehouse, you'll have 50. We're going to have to go up big and bad.
I want one of those old school box big screen TVs. I grew up in a house where that was in the kitchen. And my kitchen table was literally pointed at it.
Oh, that would be adorable.
My family, no one ever sat at the west end of the table because that's where the TV was. I'm not kidding you.
Well, as long as it doesn't show the black and white days, we'll be okay.
If you have any mini discs, Will, I will be your friend again. Just Andrew, you are not meeting my high standards. You know what I have? I have laser discs in here.
Yeah. Still, it's because I say too many sewing words for you. We can't have her clap all night long.
Well, gonna go sew some more. Catch you later. Thank you so much for hanging out, Brenda. Thank you so much.
I'll see you on the flip side of sometime.
And I will have some magic created out of this evening. I don't know. Cleaning all this fabric, I haven't decided what I want to do. But I'm definitely going to make a jacket out of that print that I purchased from the quilt show that Tony McTwin and I went to. They had the TV on the table. No, it was literally a big screen TV, and it was perched up where the bottom of it was basically at the top of our table. It was huge. So everybody could turn their head. We ate like this. You could turn their head and look at the television. Yeah, our TV ruled in my house. I do not have any mini discs.
I don't either. I gave them all away to charity a long time ago.
I do that now. No big thing, but you can also watch the app on a tablet.
True.
It depends on what it is. I'm old school. Like, I still listen to talk radio. I still I'm old school. Mm-hmm. And because of all my Vegas trips, I fell in love with 1940s radio. And I still listen to it. Thank you, Sirius Satellite, for igniting a habit I didn't know that existed. So part of me just wants to cover that back up. But I don't know if I should leave that open.
Give it 24 hours. So tomorrow night, make a decision. Whether you're going to put the curtain back up and your vest covering it back again. It all depends. I like the fact that you want to open up the table, and have a table.
I'm gonna all of this is leading to me turning this into a Tonight Show set. Oh. I want to have, that's why I brought out that one table, because it was me interviewing sewing machines, but it never caught on. So I have a better idea. I just
Okay.
hope I don't get a copyright strike for Here Comes Zoe.
No, I doubt that.
I have been watching Carson for the past like 5 or 6 months, and I'm going to turn this set into the 1980s. Well, no, 70s Carson was awesome too.
Yeah.
But I was a truck driver, and every Wednesday night he did an overnight run where he would be out of town. So my mom would burst out the TV trays, and we would get a TV dinners and get to watch TV.
Amazing.
I love stuff like that. And eat in the living room. You know, we never ate in my parents' living room. This is the dilemma. Andrea has no mini disc. Will has step ladders. Jess uses words from Venus. We are a fun bunch. We are.
So still, you're gonna have to make the tough decision. Who's gonna be your new friend? Is Will gonna stay your friend? I think it should be Will. That's what you call him, Will.
Yeah, but a British. You see, but I said this when I gave my whole William speech.
Yeah.
People in the UK use it differently than where I'm from, where they say, "Well, grates. It grates."
Do I say it like that?
No, but
No.
okay, like everyone from the UK calls me Will.
Yeah,
but they're not doing it out of like malice. Like where I'm from, I look at it as a expletive. But when a stranger says it to me, it doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're from where I'm from, it's gonna bother me.
Well, I always call you William or William. Yes.
It's one of those weird cultural things. Like certain, in certain places, certain things are acceptable, and in other places, I'm not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No, that's quite okay. But I mean, if you hear something enough and it's just the accents, just the way they say it, it would get annoying after a while. I understand.
I do like my French artwork. It's really killing me that I opened up that room.
It's killing you.
Well, I covered it up because there's so much stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so cover it up. It's bothering you.
No, but there's so much cool stuff. I honestly forgot about that. I might pull the thing, clean the cobwebs, and move on with my life because I stream from like this angle anyways.
You do.
You know what it is? It's becoming organized is bothering me because I'm starting to reach the bottom of the quagmire in here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this, and I'm rediscovering things, and so a lot of it is me just forgetting about how much stuff I really had in here.
Well,
oh, now I'm an international harvester stuck in my head. Yes, I have a CB. Yes, and it is it's hooked up too.
I'm not going to answer you, Stool. But I think we both know the answer to that.
Whoa, that was so weird. I have to go back and look at the replay of my face. Oh.
Of what?
No, I just looked at my YouTube analytics and to see how many subscribers, and it said I had 0.
No.
But then I refreshed and it went back to the real number.
YouTube must be just like having a few.
We are at 243. I'm gonna go back to 242 to see my face.
Me too. I didn't see it because I was
talking about. I've learned to take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
We're absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, Andrea.
I would ask you more questions still, but I don't think it'd be appropriate for this show.
What? See, but my thing is I'm one of those people where I have a weird normal. So my normal would be crazy to somebody else.
Yeah.
I buy ball caps, drive around in my we all have different lives, So I would always ask, what is normal?
There is no such thing.
Oh man, I really need my keyboard. We'll see. I might have to put some more tchotchkes over there to live with it. I think because that is like, that's a part of my like, a lot of that stuff in there is just stuff I flat out forgot about. So when I opened it up, it was weird.
Yeah.
And there are 2 touch and shows in there.
That I apparently will recreate the commercial with. Is the Touch and Sew song that's free?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're good.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you kidding me? If they ever copyright strike that, all you have to do is go look at my channel. You wouldn't be able to watch like 90% of my.
Maybe I would, but not everyone else would.
That is weird. They do. Please put a link to Jess's YouTube so I can harass her over there as well. I'm just giving you a hard time, Stool. I'm just giving you a hard time.
No. It's so blessed by Jess Stool.
I wonder if I have enough denim. Do I have denim still? Did I use that denim? My not floppy denim.
I thought you had some left.
No, because I'm starting to get practical. But I have this like fake woolly, this wannabe wool that I want to use for a hood, but it will bake me in the sun. It will literally bake me in the sun. And I don't live in a place where I actually...
Not yet.
Well, I could walk into the freezer at my job. Should I start doing shots in there? We have a walk-in freezer at my job.
How big is this walk-in freezer? And what is in it?
Big enough for me to walk in there with a tripod.
No, because then we would think you're in jail and like in prison somewhere.
Prison chic. They do have cell phones in prison now.
Yeah.
I think having a walk-in freezer is a flex if you're not wearing state numbers.
Possibly could be. Okay, hovercraft. Give me a second.
Oh, part of me just wants to cover that up.
24 hours. Well, also when I talk to you tomorrow, you'll be like I covered it. Oh.
It might grow on me. Who knows?
Yeah, I think you should just give it a moment. I don't have you on this one. Oh no. You're gonna hear yourself in a second. Boop. There you go.
It's just been a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I feel sorry for are the spiders that I am disturbing right now. There are some spiders that were minding their own business, and I am just destroying their habitat right now.
Yeah. They've been so happy for so long.
Oh, there's my Lego TARDIS.
So what movies are we watching that are up there?
All right, hold on. Let me get my microphone. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
All right, so we've got Dominion, Tank Police, WWF SummerSlam, that is definitely 1999 or 2000. V for Vendetta, the original. Kroll, the X-Men original cartoons, Apex, the Shadow Men, Aerosmith Big Ones. That's actually an amazing VHS because it shows all their videos The ones that had what's her face in it. All the videos, Alicia Silverstone.
Okay.
So it's all the videos from the album Big Ones. Rush in concert, Star Wars, Battlefield Earth, Van Halen, of course.
Oh.
The Omega Code.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kurt Cameron. I also have. What else do I have? The Arrival, Epoch, Prophecy, Babylon 5. Doctor Who, of course.
Oh, of course.
And Doctor Who, Star Trek, Doctor Who.
Hi, Laura. How are you doing? Welcome in.
Day of the Daleks.
I've never heard of that one. That last one.
Oh, Andrea, I live in the land of spiders. Hey, Laura. Hello. Just popping in a quick hi. It's been a long day because Bill had surgery to remove cancerous tumors. I hope everything is okay.
Yes, I hope so.
I hope everything's okay. I am rediscovering my sewing room. I made the mistake of going in a nook that I covered in 2019 or something like that.
It looks. When I talk to you tomorrow, it'll be covered up. I can already feel it.
I don't know. I kind of it feels like I'm rediscovering this stuff. I might just point everything towards myself and move on with my life.
Stool, don't make me block you. Do not make me block you, Stool. I am trusting you. I probably shouldn't have trusted you, but I'm trusting you.
Great to see you, Laura. Great to see you. And it's weird seeing things that I haven't touched in 5 or 6 years. I think that's the weird thing.
Oh.
And every failed microphone is back here too. I don't know if everyone remembers this one.
Nope.
Oh, there's a walking foot back here. Let's see what it is. Oh, I forgot about this.
Oh, that's kind of cool. What's a walking foot for which machine?
I don't know. I've always wanted to use it, and I never did. I would take these and put them on modern machines.
Yeah.
But this rolls. I was always scared of this getting caught in fabric.
No. As long as your needle is over far enough, you'd be fine. And it looks like you have a big enough plate for your needle. Oh, hoverboard. Oh, Stool. I see it.
Hey, there's a keyboard in there. It's just, that's your game show host. Someone trusted me. I married Quill in Scotland. That's your game show host. That is my Bob Barker microphone. Hold on.
Oh, my word. Yes, Bob Barker. Oh.
Please don't forget to spay and neuter your pet.
You know, I haven't watched Wheel of Fortune since Pat Sajak has retired. And so today was the first day I've ever watched Wheel of Fortune. And I was like, oh, my word. I didn't know who was the host. It was kind of weird.
Vanna still there?
Who? Yeah, Vanna's still there. She's cute. She's cute as always. She gives me a wave at the end of the show because she knows I was watching.
Is that a roller foot? I use that foot on leather and vinyl. Yeah. Yes. I've had this forever. I have the oddest attachments because I buy sewing boxes. Without the machine, I'll buy it. And I always thought this was interesting, and this sat on my old desk.
Well, you do have leather that you need to work with.
And that weird vinyl that because of I will never see my people at the San Fernando Valley swap meet again, ever. It's now rare.
You promised me chaps. You said that's the only. If I came on tonight, I'd get chaps.
Yeah, I need to go back and read. Correct, Laura, about the foot. I have. Phoenix and I used to always say that we were going to have an attachment night. I am sitting in a room of sewing attachments. I own so many sewing attachments, it's not even funny. I just found a bunch of bobbins. Let me see if I can grab it.
Oh, it'd be fun to watch you and Phoenix talk about stuff.
That was like 3 years ago. We used to.
Oh, it can always still happen. She said today that she was going to try to make time to come watch you on a Saturday, since that is that's a good time for her.
Oh, these are just bobbin cases, and a smoky pin. Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's right.
I'm gonna start. Look how angry Smokey is. I guarantee. I want to wear this. I guarantee you. I used to wear this.
He's a northern bear.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm.
I'm gonna have so much fun going through that.
Yes. I'm glad it'll bring up memories and things that you want to look at and go through.
I'm like 50-50. We'll see.
Yeah.
The whole goal was to get there, but there's also, I have a ton of equipment underneath it as well, not just back behind there.
Mm-hmm.
This entire back wall is cabinets. There's cabinets on that side. There's cabinets on that side, but there's stuff underneath there. But like, I have equipment that I go looking for, and I don't even realize that it's obsolete because it's so old, you know. And for anyone looking for unsolicited advice, I knew somebody that could have had one of the greatest YouTube channels of all time, but they were more concerned about the technical aspect of it than actually being on YouTube. So they purchased everything, the stands, everything, and they never went on YouTube because they were more concerned about the equipment. And I use it as a life lesson. So that's why I sew so much, because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do have all this fancy stuff, but I sew. I had a Smokey Bear, but somehow lost his hat. Oh, oh. That's like, I found Hammer's microphone when I was moving around a bunch of stuff. I was like, oh, I gotta like super glue this to his hand or something so he never loses his microphone. You don't look like the type that collects stuff like I do.
No.
I don't see like a Funko Pop collection or anything.
Nope, I'm simple. I'm minimalistic.
But do you throw things away?
I have a weird purging. I purge every year.
Like this. I found this when I was picking. I was in the antique store and I was picking, and I was like, how much do you want for this? They're like, dude, you can have it for free. It still works.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never know. You might need it for one of those machines.
I used to use it, but I have a Sears Kenmore motor that's way better than this one, which I can't remember where it is.
No, I'll go through my house, and every year I purge one room or two rooms, and I'll get rid of stuff that doesn't bring me joy anymore. Or so, like the closet will be it when I get home. I have to go through the closet.
Man, I'm looking in there like, you know what it is? During the plague, I watched almost every VHS I own. I tried to read every book I own. So I think that has more plague memories than anything else because I was trapped. But I laughed because I'm also the same human that owned thousands of DVDs and VHSs, books. You know, I own everything I've ever wanted to entertain myself. 120 volts is so medieval. That motor is from when electrics were first viable for everybody. So that motor is like one of the first motors when people had electricity in their house. And they weren't just pulling from some rando source.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really debating. And I'm such a hoarder. I found my broken Stormtrooper cup that I refuse to throw away. I used to drink with that out of that stupid Stormtrooper cup all the time, and I broke it, and I just found it.
What's wrong with it?
His helmet is broken. Oh man. Oh man. Let me see. I can't believe I'm pulling this guy out. Oh. Whoa! Sorry, sewing machine. Look at that perfect thing of spider webs on top.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's cute. So because the top's broken, it doesn't. Did it have like?
Do you want to know the real reason I kept this thing?
Disney Parks +8.
No, this is a $50 cup.
It's a 50.
That's plastic. That's cheap plastic.
Yeah. Oh no, I get it.
Don't ever buy anything from Disneyland. They would sue me if I told them the truth about how I feel about. I have tons of videos too and a good book collection. I had one of the greatest VHS collections of all time. Then the technology switched. And a lot of the movies I should have purchased back in the day because I used to go crazy in the $5 bins. Or like two DVDs for $5 at Walmart. Do you remember those? Do they still have them? Those big bins?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
We don't have $5 movies here anymore.
Well, it's almost 2:00.
Yeah, right. No, we've gone. We have gone around. Nope. We've gone
You can
around
keep
Jupiter
going.
twice.
You don't need me to run the show.
No. We've gone around Jupiter twice. We've gone 3 hours. We did our duty for a queen and country. It's okay.
But if you're not done yet,
No, I got a lot to do. It's okay. I got a lot of sewing to do too. Things to finish, things to clean.
Yeah.
We'll be back at it on Friday. Are you going to be around on Friday? Can we schedule in for Friday?
I don't know.
That's a yes. Thank you very much.
Are you doing chaps?
I don't know. Show up and we'll see if you're lucky.
That means no.
We'll see. Remind me, maybe. I don't know. Have you been good? I have to check my list and check it twice.
Oh, I've been very good.
Oh. I will be back. We'll be back at it on Friday.
We'll be back Friday.
We have gone 3 hours. And you do have to drive from the top of America to the middle of America.
I do. And I'm going to Maine first and then making my way down. So
you're going even more to the top to go all the way down to the bottom.
That is true. That is true. Do you just want me to let you know when I'll be around on Friday? Like if are you gonna do the 9:00 or the 10:50?
I don't know. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. It's not a big deal.
Well, I know, but I just, yeah.
I want to thank everybody who hung out tonight. Anybody who watches in the future, you guys are absolutely amazing. We are just people hanging out, talking about sewing and loving life. I was just wants to do Village People Special Will. I went through a chaps phase. Is what it is.
Oh, we're making a chaps calendar. I don't know who I'm going to sell it to. But I'm going to.
It's just going to be you? I like this. It's just a great calendar. Look at that. Smoking a cigar.
It's just for me.
Wearing a trucker hat. I can see it now. I can totally see it now.
I'm like, oh, he looks good in those. Oh, that cake. Yes.
Do that. Let me turn that page slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I will see everybody on Friday. I hope everybody has a great evening. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a crazy week, but we made it halfway through. So I hope everybody has a great week. I'll see you on Friday. I'll see you in the chats. Thank you so much for joining. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.